All right, I do apologize for the late delay here at the start. It's not on yet, but I'm having a bunch of technical difficulties. Right now, though, I can tell you that the Yankees are up 4-3 in the top of the ninth, 2 outs. It's an 0-2 count to Rafaela. So I think I want to say that the Yankees are about to win. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Oh, no, it's not. That's actually going to be caught for out number 3. The Yankees have just forced game 3. So there's that. And again, I do apologize. This is a mess right now. I'm a mess. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. But yeah, so I do apologize. Again, a lot of stuff happening here. Okay, welcome to another edition of Dr. Delay Calling Games. And again, I do apologize. I am, of course, Dr. Delay, and we've got the Reds and the Dodgers tonight. Hopefully it's a good one. Again, the Dodgers winning yesterday 10-5. It was kind of not really close, but, I mean, it was still a game. So, yeah, there is that. Obviously, the Dodgers winning 10-5 yesterday. So, hopefully we're hoping for a better game today. Though the series today haven't really, the first series wasn't really close. The Guardians, Indians pulled away late. Padres, it was 3-0. I mean, it is what it is, I guess, into the Yankees. So I guess it was close. I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, I'm just a little flustered here. I have no idea what's going on. I'm still kind of having some issues over here. But, hey, we're going to make it. We're going to do fine. Super Beats, I have no idea what in the world that is. Tomorrow's Cielo birthday, everyone. Okay, I got you. Well, happy early birthday to CeeLo. But anyway, yeah, we're just a few minutes away from first pitch here in Los Angeles. The Yankees, again, have just defeated the Red Sox. So I believe, as of now, every single game is going to a Game 3. So if the trend does continue, that means we will see Reds and Dodgers tomorrow. But, of course, it's going to be a little bit of a, it's a different game, at least what we're looking at. Again, the Reds not really considered an equal. The other games, you could go either way. But this one, again, a lot of people view the Reds as the inferior team, and they might be correct. But, again, in baseball, you just need to be better 2 of the 3 games. So there is that. Starting pitcher for the Reds is going to be Zach Littell. Littell has been pretty decent all year, 10-8, with a 3.81 ERA, a whip of a 1.10. Last 7 starts, though, not too great. 1-0 with a 5.05 ERA. His last appearance was against Milwaukee. He actually didn't do too bad. 4 2/3 with an 1 earned run. Starting lineup for the Reds. Friedel is in center. Steer is in left. DHing is Lux. Austin Hayes is in right. Stewart is at first. Dela Cruz is at short. Stevenson is catching. Hayes is at third, and McLean is second. Game 3 is all about the money. Yeah, sure. All about the money. Not me, though. But how's it going? Good to see you. How is it going? Good to see you. Thank you again. Tell Pure Adrenaline I said hello. I don't know if he's covering this game, actually. I'm sure most of us are. But yeah, so we got the Dodgers. Looks like Thomas is just ready to appreciate you, man. I'd like to welcome the viewers that just saw the Yankees defeat the Red Sox to force a Game 3. Of course, if you're watching for Thomas Fitzpatrick, you're probably Red Sox fans, so you're probably not happy. So my bad for even bringing it up. But hey, welcome on in. Thank you again, Thomas, for the redirect. That is awesome. We got you some Dodgers and Reds. Of course, Ohtani is going to be leading off for the Dodgers. He's DHing. Betts is at short. Freeman is at first. Hernandez is in right field. That's Teoscar Hernandez, by the way. Muncy is at third. Pajes is at center. Kike Hernandez is in left. Rojas is at second. And Rortvet is catching. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 12-8 with a 2.49 ERA, whip of a .99. Last 7 appearances, pretty darn good. 2-0 with a 1.53 ERA with a whip of a .72. So he's been very much elite in his last 7 starts. So a lot to look for that again. Yankees just defeating the Red Sox, Padres, Cubs. I covered that one earlier. Padres shutting out the Cubs 3-0. The Indians kind of pulling away there at the end. Again, everything going to a Game 3. Everything as of now is going to a Game 3 tomorrow. Will this one join the other 3? I guess we'll find out. I think most people are going to be pulling for the Reds. But the Dodgers are the popular pick right now. The winner, Dodgers. 60% of you guys have the Dodgers winning. 40% have the Reds winning. So it would be very interesting. Again, we're kind of, I feel like most of America is like, hey, let's go Reds. Let's go with the ultimate underdog. Let's see what we got here if we can find a... Yeah, so matchup predictor, ESPN having the Dodgers 70% chance to win. The Reds, 29.5% chance to win. In the regular season, the Dodgers scored 825 runs. Reds 716. Let's see here. Home runs, 244 for the Dodgers, 167 for the Reds. On base percentage goes to the Dodgers, 327. On base, 315. Slugging, 441 for the Dodgers, 391 for the Reds. ERA actually going in the Reds' favor, so there is that. Whip also in the Reds' favor. So pitching, in theory, should be favored with, all this stuff with the Reds. So Yamamoto, he is warming up. So there is that. Let's see here. Again, Friedel will be the first. He'll be the batter. And we're not going to go and do 3D. 3D was very cancerous, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. So there is that. There is usually one outlier, so my bet is no 3-game. That's a good one, Trisk. Credit Karma. Okay, well, there's another commercial. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's been going on with all that stuff. Well, let's see here. Again, Thomas, appreciate you, man. I don't know if you're here, but I do appreciate you sending the viewers over. Again, hello, the Thomas Fitch Magic subscribers. Hopefully, if you haven't subscribed, hopefully I can win you over. You give me a chance to do that. And if you want to go to sleep, well, hey, subscribe and then go to sleep. There you go. Let's go, Reds. Please force a Game 3. Hunter Green looked terrible. He looked like he did 2 years ago with every fastball, straight as an arrow. Littell needs to pitch the game of his life. I completely agree, Jay. And, again, should be a good one. We're definitely hopeful for that. We are hopeful for that. Fun game today between the and the dirty Red Sox. Post your link in my chat, Dr. B. Thank you. Thank you, the Go Dome. Folks, again, please check out the Go Dome. Please check out Thomas Fitzpatrick. Again, those two being very supportive tonight. Really do appreciate them. So, yes, please check out the Go Dome and check out Thomas Fitzpatrick for all your Red Sox for Thomas Fitzpatrick and the Go Dome for your Houston sports. All right. Friedel is stepping up. By the way, Go Dome, you have a great night. Thank you again for your support. Appreciate you, my man. Yamamoto kicks and deals. Breaking ball that is in there for a called strike, and we are underway in Los Angeles. As you guys know, again, every single game today has pretty much went the opposite way of yesterday, so that would be quite the talk here. As that's an 0-1 breaking ball down low, and it's 1-1. 1-1 count to TJ Friedel from Sewickley, Pennsylvania. He usually does very good against the Pirates, probably because, well, he probably grew up a Pirates fan. I could be wrong. As here is the 1-1 from Yamamoto. That's a swing and a miss. 92 on the splitter, and it's 1-2. 1-2 count to TJ Friedel. Friedel's going to ask for time here. Reassess the situation. The Go Dome going for the Reds. Yes, I imagine Astros fans pulling for the Reds. In this one, 1-2 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. So it's 2-2 to TJ Friedel, the 30-year-old lefty. making his debut in 2021. Saw him play a lot in 2022 when I first, kind of got back into the Pirates. Was about that time with MLB TV. They were not good then. They're still not good now. 2-2 count. Yamamoto rocks and fires. That's going to be cut on and hit to left center. On the run are the fielders. Oh, what a catch by Kike Hernandez. Oh, he was just sprinting. Oh, my goodness. Already it's looking like the Dodgers looking good immediately. Just flat out sprinting on the run. That's a great catch. I mean, that is a great catch for just anybody, not just Kike, just for anybody. This is going to bring up Spencer Steer with one out here in the top of the first. Yamamoto delivers. That's a break ball. Actually, it hits Steer in the elbow. So first pitch to Steer, and he takes one on the elbow. He's going to steer himself to first. I don't know if I can find the stats from yesterday. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to get him. We're going to get him here. So I don't really have him. Gavin Lux was a pinch hitter yesterday. He was 1 for 1, actually. Yamamoto delivers, and that's outside, and it's 1-0. Great running. They are the Dodgers. They are dodging. Dodging for sure. 1-0 count to the former Dodger Gavin Lux. Yamamoto sets, rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Upper part of the zone. 1-1 count to Lux. Yamamoto sets. Ow, that hurt. It is what it is. Yamamoto delivers. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. It's now 1-2. Lux needs to do some damage against his old team. 1 for 1 yesterday. Yep, he came in and pinch hit yesterday and was successful. I think it was like a little blooper or something like that. But hey, he got on. I'm sure he definitely enjoyed that. 1-2 count to Gavin Lux. Runner on first, 1 out. Yamamoto from the stretch. Chopper, and that's going foul. 1-2 count again to Gavin Lux's former team. I'm sure he feels some sort of emotion, I'm sure he's, been on the blue and white with their playoff runs and stuff like that. So I'm sure he wants to show them, like, hey, I was also a reason you guys made it. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Ball gets away a little bit, but Steer is not going to steer himself to second. He's going to stay parked at first. So 2-2 to Gavin Lux. Rortvet is the catcher. They're having a little chat. The commentators are John Chomby and everyone else. Like, hey, this guy obviously isn't the one, but right now he's playing well and he's doing a great job of filling in until Smith is back. 2-2 counts. Here's the pitch. Broken bat to second. There's one. And Lux runs it out. So there is 1 out there. Now I want to make it out number 2. That'll bring up Austin Hayes with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Hayes yesterday was 1 for 3 and was pinch hit for later in the game. Yamamoto, I don't know what happened there, but everyone's kind of not where they need to be. Now he is. Yamamoto will set. Rocks and fires. That is inside, but it's called a strike. Austin Hayes just double checking, like, are you sure? The umpire's like, well, I'm not going to change the call even if I were wrong. Again, yesterday was 1 for 3, came across to score. 0-1 count, runner on first, 2 outs. Yamamoto delivers. That's going to be cut on and popped up to shallow right. On the run is Hernandez, and he will make... Oh! He flat out dropped it. I was just going through the emotion. Lux is going to go ahead and stay at third. Oh, I thought he was going to make the catch. He was under it and everything. Now Roberts is going to make sure this wasn't in foul territory. It was close. That was really close. Oh, yeah, no, this is flat out a fair ball. He tried to make the catch in fair territory. So that's an error. Well, my bad, folks. I just assumed he was going to make the catch. All right, Sal Stewart up to the plate. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Sal Stewart. Runners on second and third due to the Teoscar Hernandez error. So Kike makes a great catch. Teoscar does not. 0-1 count to Stewart. Stewart swinging a miss. Big sweeping break. This guy just copied me, John Chomby. Next year you have to check it out. Oh, next year you'll have to check it. Next year you have to check it. I'm confused there, Jay. 0-2 count. The Dodgers fans rising to their feet, waving their terrible towels. Everyone copies the Steelers, even the Dodgers. Yamamoto is still set and fires. That is low. In the dirt, ball 1. 1-2 count to Sal Stewart. Just done a pretty good job. I feel like I'm not supposed to click that no. Will you take 10 to 12 minutes? No, I don't. Oh my gosh. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back, and he'll see another. It's going to take me to a different screen. Oh, no, it didn't actually. Cool. Doctor, you have to survey the question. I know. I was like, if I press no, I was like, it's going to take me to some dang website. No, I got lucky, though. Actually, it meant it. When I click no, it says no. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball that's low. Actually, it was a splitter. So it's 2-2. The batter down to the call. Remember next year. Oh, that's right. Yes. The count is 2-2 to Stewart. Yamamoto sets and fires. Grounder to first. Oh, that gets through for a base hit. That's going to score 1. And that will make it 2-0. Stewart coming through with a 2-out single. 2 out, 2 RBI single. This guy, the future of Cincinnati, trying to be the next Joey Votto. Not really trying to be, but hey, he's playing like him. Clutch. That'll bring up Ellie De La Cruz. He's batting .264, OPS of 776, 22 homers, and 86 RBIs. Remember when Simon the Scorer tried to give his... Sorcerer tried to give the decisive money. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Don't die until you get to... I actually don't recall this. I need to look that story up. I need to look... need to brush up. I'm assuming this is in the Bible. I'll have to do some Bible reading later. 0-1 count, and Yamamoto just going to step off here. Chalmers is dead inside. I'm very sorry. I do appreciate the redirect, Chalmers. That is awesome. Very sorry, though. Hey, you get another game of Red Sox, though. Here's the pitch. That is outside. It's 1-1. So you get to call a Red Sox game tomorrow, at least. You know, there's that. Here we go, Red Legs. Here we go. 1-1 count to Ellie De La Cruz. Here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Stewart does take second. Dang, I miss Votto. Had not really, though, much. Not really thought about him much this season. He was so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, Votto was. Votto. And then there was Prince Fielder in Milwaukee. Here's the 1-2. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Already 24 pitches for Yamamoto. So I don't know if you're a Dodgers fan, if you're a little concerned or not. Yamamoto sets and delivers. That's a splitter, and it's in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Again, they could have easily gotten out of the inning if Teoscar could have made that catch. Kike makes a great catch on the left side, Kike Hernandez. And then on the right side, Teoscar Hernandez with an error, putting runners at second and third. And then, boom, 2 runs. Very much on the next at bat. Here's the 3-2. Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. A sweeping curveball. But the Reds do push across 2 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Reds leading 2-0. They want in on some of this Thursday baseball tomorrow. Yamamoto gets crumbly sometimes, I guess, but the error, I think, I don't even know if he's going to be charged. Yeah, no, he's not even charged with the earned runs. Teoscar just flat out dropped it. And because, that was pretty much out number 3. And Teoscar, he was on the run, but then he started slowing down. And I guess I don't know if he took his eye off the ball or whatnot. But, no, definitely a mistake there by Teoscar Hernandez. Of course, he had a great day yesterday. You can look at his stats. We'll look at it. Well, actually, I don't even know. Let me see if I can. You can see it right there beneath the scoreboard or the score bug right here. Teoscar Hernandez batting .600 and OPS of 2,400. So, pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of the MLB playoffs games have been close. Yeah, especially yesterday. Today we had, I guess we had 2 of them as well. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, if you're a baseball fan, if you're a football fan. This is a growing channel, folks. So make sure to do so. Make sure to like and subscribe. We've got a lot of baseball and football on the channel. Where's my proof? Well, we're covering baseball right now. And it's not just the Pirates. Though I did promise I'd cover every Pirates game in the playoffs, so I already have successfully done that. Because look at me go. I'm a hero. Okay, this is going to bring up Shohei Ohtani. He went 2 for 5 yesterday, 2 home runs. I already forgot about that for some reason. Yeah, they had 5 home runs yesterday, 2 by Ohtani, 2 by Teoscar Hernandez, and I believe 1 by Tommy Redmond, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. Or was it Betts? That might have been Betts. It may have been Betts. We'll find out later. All right, again, this is Zach Littell, a 3.81 ERA this season. So not too bad. This is his first career playoff start in it, forever. He has 6 appearances. That's outside ball 1 to Shohei Ohtani. So 1-0 count to Ohtani-kun as Littell sets and fires. Big swing and a miss. 88 on the slider. Even with the Blue Jays, Teoscar Hernandez was not known for his defense in the field. There you go. Showing it right there. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, and I believe he went. Fooled him with the splitter below the knees. 1-2. What's up, Dr. DeLay? You're the man. I'm okay. I'm just a man. But I appreciate you, True Raider, man. Appreciate you for hanging out. This is a pro Reds chat. True Raider, of course, pulling for his Dodgers. 1-2 count. Littell fires. Chopper to first. Tosses to Littell, covering the bag for out number 1. Of course, again, Dodgers fans, you are welcome, of course. Don't feel like you got to go away. But I do have a lot of Reds subscribers. Ohtani, you have used your limit in home runs for the series. Oh, yeah. That's what Reds fans are hoping for. This is Mookie Betts. It was Edmund, yeah. He was 2 for 4 yesterday. Curator, there we go. Let's go Dodgers. Littell rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Hopefully I can keep this energy up. Feel pretty good right now. 0-1 count to Mookie Betts. 1 out, nobody on. Littell rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that will become a souvenir. So it's 0-2 to Mookie Betts. showing the championships in 2020 and 2024 for the Doyers. 0-2, here's the pitch. That's going to be ripped to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit, and most likely two. And Betts is there at second. A one-out double, and Betts does a certain dance. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman. Freeman yesterday was 2 for 4 with a walk. I forgot to mention, Betts also had a walk yesterday. There are his season stats. Again, a runner on second with one out. Littell sets, looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I wonder if I press stats. It just takes me there. Okay. Anyway, it's kind of lame. All right, 0-1 count to Freddie Freeman. Littell looks back at second and delivers. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. He'll see another. Oh, and 2 to Freddie Freeman. Runner on second, one out here in the bottom of the first. Littell delivers. That's going to be ripped and once again fouled back. And it's 0-2. 0-2 is the count. Dodger Stadium pretty much packed. I don't see an empty seat at all. There's none. Littell sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So there's 2 outs, and that'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. Had a great game yesterday. 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. He was pretty good yesterday. Though I guess the law of averages may be a thing, as he's already allowed technically 2 of the runs today, as that's going to be in there, but not called a strike. Of course, I'm referencing the error in the top of the first. Teoscar Hernandez could have put the inning away. He dropped it, leading to the next batter, hitting 2 RBIs. Or getting 2 RBIs as Hernandez pops it up to right. And that is caught for out number 3. So we head to the top of the second inning. Your score here in Los Angeles: Reds 2, Dodgers 0. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. That like button, very helpful to small channels like mine. That subscribe button, very helpful to small channels like mine. As we are moving on to greater things, as, again, just, well, in March, we were at 30 subs. Now we are over 1,200. So, again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do. I call games. And, of course, feel free to chat in the comments or comment in the chat. I try to read as many comments as I can. So that is something. And again, if this game does go to Game 3, I will be covering it. I will not cover the 49ers and Rams. I would cover this. I will prioritize, while baseball is here, baseball. So there is that. But, of course, if this does come to a conclusion, I will definitely cover Rams and the 49ers. Or at least that is the goal. That is the goal for sure. But I do expect to do so. Due up for the Reds will be Stevenson, Hayes, and McLean. We'll go ahead and click on Stevenson. As yesterday, Stevenson was 1 for 4 on the day. Yankees over the Red Sox 4-3. The Indians over the Tigers 6-1. And they didn't show it there, or they showed it earlier. But yeah, the Padres over the Cubs again. Every game has went to a Game 3. That is pretty interesting. Of course, we kind of expected a close playoffs. You know, I heard play-by-play with JJ. I'm sure some of you guys know him. He said he doesn't expect any sweeps in this playoffs. He did say, though, that this would be possibly the one that does happen. But the Reds, the rallying, scrappy Reds, might be onto something here. You do a great job. Who wins tomorrow? Padres, Cubs. Oh, man, I can't pick between two teams. I'm calling. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside, but it's called a strike. That one was well inside. But I appreciate you woodworking for stopping it in, but now I can't. You know, if I wasn't calling a game, I could. You know, if the AL, if you ask me about the AL, I can answer. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. It's very quickly 0-2 to Tyler Stevenson. Don't worry saying the Reds are going to win. Padres or Cubs. Nope. The Reds are going to fly to Chicago, and it's going to be a 1v1v1. 0-2 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. That is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. One and two to Tyler Stevenson. Yamamoto begins the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 2 strikeouts now for Yamamoto. Wonder if we got... No, they don't show us the playoff stuff. I don't like that. You think they would. So I have to go over here. Brian Hayes yesterday was 0 for 4. As Yamamoto begins the windup and the pitch. That is outside, and it's 1-0. I'm open for Cubs because the Reds have a better record against them than the Padres this year. Okay. Dr. Light, don't be bitter that the big red machine is succeeding where your friends. I'm not. I'm not bitter. Hey, don't turn me against the Reds. I could flip it like that. I could become anti-red like that. Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why. I'll pull for the. I'll be a heel. I'll be a heel for you guys. I'll pull for the Dodgers like that. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2 to the former Pirate, Brian Hayes. Yamamoto begins the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball, that is low, and it's 2-2. Good evening. How are you? I'm doing all right, Brandon. How are you doing? 2-2, Yamamoto begins the windup, and here's the pitch. That is low, and it's 3-2. You guys know the winner of this series plays the Phillies. Oh yeah. This is, yeah. I think the Phillies to me are really good. Really, really good. I think they may be the team. 3-2 count. Yamamoto rocks and fires. Chopper to third. Muncy throws to first for out number 2. Matt McClain coming to the plate with 2 away here in the top of the second. He's 2 for 4. 2 strikeouts. Come on, man. Low market teams. Oh, yeah, Jay, it wasn't me. Don't worry, trying to pick a fight, I'm like, hey, here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. I know he's just joshing. 100% not being the Phillies. Phillies would be pretty good in a 5-game series. That's a lot to ask for. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Reds are 3-3 against the Phillies. Oh, really? I did not know that. That's interesting. 0-2, Yamamoto rocks and fires. That is upstairs, and it's 1-2 to Matt McClain. Again, if you're just tuning in, no, it's accurate. The Reds are up 2-0. 1-2 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. That is inside, and it's 2-2. 93 on the splitter. I'm a Brewer fan, and I was all for the Reds in the postseason. Oh yeah, me too. Oh, trust me, I am. I'm definitely got a soft spot for the small teams. 2-2 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A much cleaner second inning for Yamamoto, but of course he still has yet to allow an earned run. We head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Reds over the Doyers. If the Reds win the World Series, we'll do something crazy. This guy within reason. That's fair. That's fair. That would be quite the upset. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. I'm Dr. DeLay, and hopefully if you like what you hear, well, probably you don't like what you see, but if you like what you hear, for sure, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, I do this. I call baseball, I call football, so if you like either sport, if you are a sports fan, if you're a fan of the Reds, if you're a fan of the Doyers, the Dodgers, you're a fan of baseball, you should be subscribing to the channel right now. It's a growing channel, folks. Been here since opening day. No plans of stopping anytime soon. If the Reds win the World Series, I'll pass it on the floor. I'll just be blown away. Yeah, it would definitely be a shock. It'll definitely be a shock for sure. There's also this part, it's kind of the sadistic way of thinking this, but, there's a section of the Pirate fan base that doesn't want small market teams to win. Now, I'll tell you why. It's because it would give Bob Nutting, the Pirates owner, an excuse to not spend any money. Like, well, see, they didn't win with, a lot of payroll, so we don't have to spend. That I understand, honestly, I really do. But, it is what it is. I'm not going to really support that 100%, but I do understand it. I do understand the calls for that. All right, Muncie's going to be coming to the plate. Yesterday was 0 for 4 with a walk. I obviously would love it, but I have big doubts they make it that far. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, you got to win this series. This would be this. I mean, you guys beat the Dodgers. I think if you win tonight, lose tomorrow, I think that's still like way above expectations that most people had. All right, again, Max Muncy coming to the plate here in the bottom of the second as Littell will set. And he fires. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Ben pulling for the Reds. If the Reds knock out LA and Philly, I'm definitely going to the NLCS. That would be something else. Reds and Brewers. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Fold him with the slider. One and one counts. Littell will set. Rocks and fires. That is outside, and it's 2-1. The way you've played the last 12 years, it's hard to believe you have 5 world championships. 2-1 counts. Littell delivers. Muncy yanks this to right. Hayes on the run to make the catch for out number 1. It's a nice catch by Hayes. That'll bring up Andy Pages. Yesterday, he was 0 for 5, looking for his first hit of the postseason. Reds owner would say the same thing, even though they did bump up payroll up. Their payroll this year is around 119. Oh, wow. Pretty good. Pirates, not that high. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 119 in the playoffs. So what about the Mets? Too much. 300 and something. Definitely a flop. 0-1 to Andy Pages. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That is, Pa's going to say it hit him. Now they might be checking to see if he connected. This is Kike Hernandez coming to the plate. Oh, it did hit him. Yesterday was 2 for 3. They do have a runner on first with 1 out. I changed to the Reds for next year. That way I can be unbiased about the guards and expand. Okay, well, hey, you do both. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a chopper to third. Hayes has it, just going to throw it to first. Take the guaranteed out number 2. Miguel Rojas. Why was that? What was that? Miguel Rojas coming to the plate. Yesterday, I remember him. Yeah, he's a pinch hitter. Just 1 for 1. That's at 326. Geez, Go Reds. Denny. Vamos Dodger a ganar hoy. We'll see, Valerie. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Miguel Rojas. Runner on second, 2 outs. Littell looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. And that is off the netting as it's 0-2. 0-2 count to Miguel Rojas. Runner on second, 2 outs. Showing Tommy Edman not playing tonight. He was the NLCS MVP last year. Littell sets and fires. That is just upstairs, and it's 1-2. That was 93 on the fastball. Littell not exactly a flamethrower, but definitely, generates weak contact. 1-2, Littell sets and fires. That's going to be hit right to the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz, for out number 3. Geez, 105 off the bat. Ellie said, okay, that's no problem. We head to the top of the third. 2-0 is your score. For those curious, the Dodgers have a team payroll of $350. That sounds about right. Sports, yeah, I got you. All right, folks, again, this is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like what you hear, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like baseball and football, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are a growing channel, folks. Definitely do it. And, of course, I'll be covering all the Game 3s tomorrow. If the Dodgers do win tonight, that means I do Thursday Night Football. So either way, I'll be on in the evening, just depends on what sport I'm calling. But I will be doing Padres and the Cubs in the afternoon. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. Littell is a true pitcher. He doesn't throw hard. He actually pitches. Yeah, I think that's a lost art, Jay. That is 100% a lost art for sure. Mets paid $3.6 million per win. Reds paid, the Reds looking much better. Going to hide the screen real quick. Just need to check something out here real quick. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. And, of course, shout out all the members. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. Just, again, checking some stuff. I was having a lot of issues behind the scenes. I did actually start a little bit later. I had the stream set for what was it? The stream set for 7:55 Central Time, which was, pretty much 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, stuff like that. So, but yeah, did not happen because of some issues. Seems to be okay now. That's all that matters. Right, it looks like Game 3 for everyone as of now, but again, plenty of baseball. I step away and come back, and the Draft Dodgers down 0-2. Yep. Draft Dodgers are struggling. All right, TJ Friedl coming to the plate. As Yamamoto sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside, but it's called a strike. Friedl is 0 for 1 today. I will say the umpires missed calls, and so far the calls have been pro-Dodger. 0-1, that's going to be swung on and hit to first. Freeman's going to take it himself to the bag for out number 1. Not saying anything, I'm just saying that's what I've seen so far. Again, I don't have a dog in the fight. That'll bring up Spencer Steer. Those are his regular season stats. Just repeating himself. As Yamamoto kicks and deals, that's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1 count. No 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there on the outside corner for a called strike. So I'm doing my draft player analysis, player by player with videos, or do a one position at once for on. I don't know. That's up to you. 0-2 count. 0-2 count. To Spencer Steer. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that is outside, and it's 1-2 as the air conditioning now comes on. 1-2 to Spencer Steer. He was hit by a pitch earlier. As Yamamoto rocks and fires. That's me cut on and fouled back. He'll see another Dr. Sub Steelers fan 4. How's it going? How is it going? Again, if you're tuning in for the first time, the Reds are indeed leading 2-0. As here's the 1-2. Swung on and hit, and that is just foul. That was down the left field line. And it's a 1-2 count to Spencer Steer. Going great. That's great. That is fantastic. Yamamoto begins the windup and the pitch. That is low, just low. And it's 2-2. If you would have called that one a strike, then I'm like, okay. All right, the umpire might be on the book. But no, that was good. It's a good no call. 2-2 count. Yamamoto rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Steer, and that will bring up Gavin Lux, the former Red. Why do you look like Cam Scataba? What in the world are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about, buddy? Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I did shave the mustache. I mean, maybe there's that. Spencer Steer tends to see around 8 pitches on average per at-bat. Hey, he worked the count with 5 or 6, I think, that one. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low, and it's 1-1. Yep, Gavin Lux, the former Dodger, reached on a fielder's choice. Did come across the score. Again, that was due to an error by Teoscar Hernandez. 1-1 as Yamamoto comes to a set, rocks and fires. Lux hits this to left center, and Kike makes the catch for out number 3. Well, we head to the bottom of the third inning. The Reds leading the Doyers 2-0. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. You should totally do it. Lots of play-by-play here with Dr. Delay. Football, baseball, whatever it is you enjoy. Really, it's just those two, actually. So if you like, water polo, I can't really help you out. Don't call that. I don't do that. I don't know what to tell you. If you like NASCAR, again, I don't know what to tell you. I don't call that. But I do call football and baseball. So if you like those things, if you like those sports, definitely like and subscribe. It's weird how much younger I look when I shave the mustache. I got to trim this, though. The beard is looking probably not from your angle, but it definitely, I can feel it. It's pretty bad. Doing for the Dodgers, Rortvedt, Ohtani, and Betts. Rortvedt yesterday, I believe, was 1 for 3 with an RBI as well. Jeez. So far, so good for the Reds. Again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I also have a poll. Feel free to vote on that. Who's the winner? 55% of you guys have the Reds. The other 45 have the Dodgers, of course. So definitely consider liking and subscribing. My stash is getting big, is it? Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. Showing an interview here with Terry Francona. Just kind of, I don't know. Guess we're not going to see the game. I don't know if the game's going on, but it's not happening. I feel like this break has lasted a while. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think so. All right, Littell sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 92 on the fastball. Want the Reds to win. Even though I'm a Brewers fan, who do you want to win as a Pirates fan? Who do I want to win? Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You know, again, I'm calling a game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make a pick on a game that I'm calling, you know. I do have a team that I prefer over the other. And I feel like you guys could tell. I feel like, in the way I've been calling it. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ripped to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And Rortvedt's going to take off to second, and he's going to cruise in with the leadoff double. And there, of course, is that dance that they do. They definitely do that dance, and they do it a lot. So right there, I feel like, again, the way I may have called that may have given a hint. I don't know. All right, this is Shohei Ohtani-kun at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Littell sets and fires. That's going to be a chopper to second. Throws to first for out number 1. That does move the runner. No, it's not an inappropriate question, Z. No. You didn't ask an inappropriate question. It's just like, I don't know. It's just a rule I have for some reason. You know, and I really... And it's only because, like, I don't want to. It's not that I don't. I couldn't. Like, if I offend you, I don't mean to. But it's like, you know, if I pick the Reds or I pick the Dodgers, well, that's biased, and that's going to be in there for a call strike. You know, I just don't want to like leave for that little reason. You know, I don't know if people would, but I know people actually have. I've done tests on that before, so yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's we cut on and hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit, and the Dodgers are now just one back. Doctor won't be here this weekend. You have a camp out in the forest. My friends leave Friday. Oh, that's cool. Be safe. Be safe, please. I'm proud of the Brewers having the best record in baseball. I have a lot of Brewers fans being around Wisconsin. If the Reds and Blue Jays miss the World Series, I will root for the Brewers. If they make it, that's going to be a swing and a miss. If it makes you happy, then what are you talking about makes me happy? Are you talking to me or talking to someone else? I have no idea. 0-1 count. Littell sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. Anthony, how's it going? Good to see you, man. 0-2 to Freeman. Again, a runner on first. Hey, King, what area of Wisconsin do you live? Oh, you guys are chatting. What is the hand waving over the face taunt supposed to mean? Hand waving over the face. I guess it's John Cena. Pickoff attempt, and he is back safe and sound. You can't. I'm assuming. That is. It's from a Sheryl Crow. I have no idea who Sheryl Crow is. No idea. I'm lost. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of music. I don't watch a lot of movies. As far as pop culture is concerned, my childhood is pretty much it. I haven't really expanded much. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, this doctor doesn't really watch much TV or listen to songs anymore. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Diving attempt by McLean. Throws to Littell, covering the bag. That was a heck of a play by McLean. Stewart, good effort, but McLean backing him up. And now there's a runner on second, though, but with 2 outs. Scott, how's it going? Appreciate you, man. I saw you earlier. Scott doing a delayed doubleheader as well. Look at that. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez, who is 0 for 1 in this one. Littell sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Now we know you different. Oh, yeah, I'm different. I know. I'm a different kind of person, I guess. 0-1 count. Littell looks back at second, rocks and fires. Chopper to short. Dela Cruz has it, tosses to first for out number 3. The Dodgers do score a run, though, so now it's 2-1. Reds over the Dodgers. So it's just called games. That's what I do. That's what I do. I just call games, Ben. Yeah, exactly right. You know, I try to keep it 50-50, you know. That's kind of why, like, I try not to answer, like, oh, who you know, like, maybe when the game's out of reach, like, I can finally admit, hey, I pulled for this team, or hey, I pulled for that team. But, you know, for the most part, again, I just kind of keep it. But, again, I feel like you guys can probably tell. If you can't, you can't. Well, then maybe I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping it 50-50, but it is what it is. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like baseball, you like football, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's a growing channel, folks, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Definitely do it. Do it now. And, of course, this game, if it does go to Thursday, then I will, again, I'll cover it. I'm already covering Padres Cubs. I forgot to set up the stream. Jeez. But, of course, yeah, if this happens as well, then I'll set this one up for tomorrow, and we'll be back here tomorrow. And if not, if the Dodgers do sweep the Reds, then I'll be doing Thursday night football. So we'll be sure to have two streams tomorrow regardless. Whenever we do come back, it'll be Austin Hayes, who's 0 for 1. Again, appreciate it, Ben. Appreciate it. Nightbot or night block. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't really, I don't know, it hasn't really blocked anyone in a while. When I first brought up Nightbot, though, it was pretty much night block. You were correct. The Tiffany Top at one point, it was like blocking number. Like, okay, let's chill out there. Let's chill out on the rules and blocking. All right, again, Austin Hayes is 0 for 1. Will you be covering Brewers versus Cubs Padres? Trying to cover as much as I can, Z. Yes. Definitely want to try to cover as much Brewers as possible because the Brewers fans have been very supportive of the channel. You know, like you. So I'm going to try to repay that as much as possible. Here is the pitch. That is outside, but it's called a strike. And it's not the first time that has happened tonight. Multiple times now. 0-1 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. Grounder up the middle. Rojas has it. Throws to first for out number 1. Ground ball up the middle is now an out in 2025. That'll bring up Sal Stewart. I believe he's 1 for 1 in this one. Reds need some hits. Right now, 1 out, unfortunately, Jay. You test Green Bay and the Brewers, but in a cheerful, restrained manner. Okay, fair enough. That's going to be outside, but it's called a strike. Another Reds fan again, or, you know, pulling for the Reds. 0-1, here is the pitch. That's going to be jammed to second. Rojas has it, tosses to first for out number 2. Butterfly, how's it going? It's good to see you, Butterfly. Hopefully all is well with you. I know school can be definitely stressful. Hopefully all is well. Ellie Dela Cruz coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 as Yamamoto rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike. I know your Brewers versus Reds games a few days ago had over. Yes. Yeah, Brewers and the Reds. Yeah, I have a lot more support now from the Brewers and Reds than I do the Pirates. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-1. Go Reds. 27 likes. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go, Butterfly. Thank you again. Did you like the old shift rules where players could almost be? No, I did not like that. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. I like the 2-2. It's at least better. Thank you. I actually, again, I apologize. I have no idea what GTSY is. That's going to be cranked to center. But that is caught by Pages. I'm a boomer, but I'm also not a boomer. I'm confessing things here tonight on camera, folks. I don't watch many movies. I don't listen to music, and I don't know short text. It is what it is. We head to the bottom of the fourth. The Reds leading 2-1. Will Nightbot randomly ban me, or am I fine? I don't think it'll ban you. What's happening? What did I miss something? Did I miss something? Behave, you won't be bad. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm with you on that rule. I like how they can't go on the other. Yeah, I know. I don't like that at all. I didn't like, having 3, sometimes 4. Sometimes 4. Let me actually look that up. I have no idea. I'm confused. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again. Oh, no. See, that is not a broken rule. No. That's not. You can ask me what I'm rooting for. Oh, glad to see you. Oh, okay. Glad to see you, too. Yeah, again, sorry, folks. I'm old. I am an old man. I am an old man. But no, you're not going to see. I would let you know. I would let you know. But you're good. You're good, Z. You've been here for a while. I've never seen that one before. Anyway, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, if you haven't subscribe to the channel, make sure to do so, folks. Again, we are a growing channel, so definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Do it for the Dodgers will be Muncy, Pages, and Hernandez. You're not that old, mate. You're right. Someone actually told me today, we're actually talking about this, and old is like 10 years from now. So, that's pretty much what it is. So, old, 10 years from now, I will think, I'm 28, so 38 to me is old. And then when I'm 38, old is 48. So, everyone thinks they're old, but really old is just another 10 years from the current date. I think that's a good line of thinking. I don't know. What are you guys' take on that? I actually want to know if you guys agree. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That is in there for a called strike. We're back here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Again, the Reds leading the Doyers 2-1 as Littell sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be a grounder to second. Oh, it's off McLean's glove. Muncy will advance. I'm assuming that is going to be a hit. It was hit pretty well. That'll bring up Pages. What's up, Ash? How's it going? Good to see you. Your hair's not gray yet. Well, hopefully. I don't know. I'd rather it just be white, to be honest with you. What do you want to see from your Pirates next year? New bats. We need 3 or 4 more solid bats. They are ruling that a hit, by the way. Here's the pitch. That's inside for ball 1. Pages was hit by a pitch. You've gone bald. Stress. I am stressed out, and I'm noticing it in the shower, folks. It's not good. I am definitely losing here. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. You're 52, George? Okay. Yeah, I guess that is old as 90. I guess so. You are a lively youth. I am not lively. Very much not so much. 1-1 count. Littell fires. That is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Old is 70 plus when you have grandchildren, if you have grandchildren, of course, yeah. Old is a state of mind. There we go. I am, that I'm old. At the old state of mind. 2-1 count. Littell sets. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That is inside, and it's 3-1 to Pages. Littell kind of running to a little bit of an issue here. Fun fact, he allowed 36 home runs this year. That's the second most in all of MLB. Can you borrow a feeling? I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. Who do you like this week, Denver or Eagles? Probably Eagles, since they keep winning by one score. All they do is win. George has the best answer. Yeah, that's a good one. 3-1 counts. Littell sets, rocks and fires. Popped up. And that'll become a souvenir. Are you an old soul? I've been told I am an old soul, actually, yes. Yes. An old soul. Definitely, I don't know, just think differently and all that stuff. How many lives have you had? I don't know about all that. Here's the 3-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him. I don't think I've lived another life. If I have, I don't know. I haven't really thought about all that stuff. Oh, is that? Are you saying like Butterfly's doing songs here? Yeah, again, like when it comes to songs, then I'm lost here. All right, this is Kike Hernandez at the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a foul tip. 0-1. Religion, lack religion. That's a complicated question there. See, it's a complicated one. No, you're not in trouble. I just want to make that clear. You're not in trouble. I don't know if I'll address that here, but that's definitely a good off-camera question, Z. If we ever chat off-camera, check out the Discord, by the way. I mean, hey, I'm not really too active on that yet, but there will be a time when I am. I think that would be a pretty neat conversation to have. That's going to be low, and it's 1-1. Yeah, check out the Discord, folks. Make sure to join in. Again, I'm not too active on it yet, but I promise you there will be a time when I will be. Right now, there's just a lot of stuff happening. Here's the 1-1. That is going to be cut on and popped up. Stewart on the run, but he's going to watch this land on the other side of the netting. Been told you're an old soul? Okay, there we go. Old souls, man. We just always seem to, I don't know. Ricky Hernandez looks like Elton John. Those, oh yeah, he does have interesting glasses. Oh, CeeLo, how's it going? Good to see ya. 1-2 counts. Littell sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Muncy is chugging around third, and he is going to score. Throw to the plate, but again, he's already scored. And Kike is at second. And just like that, it is 2-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Man, that's tough for the Reds fans. Kike is on at second. Rojas is at the plate. 2-2, yep. 2-2. And, of course, Kike was doing the Freddie Freeman bat dance. 1 out, runner on second, bottom of the fourth. 2-2 is your score. Rojas at the plate. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Rojas is 0 for 1. Get it done. Like. 0-1 count. Littell sets and fires. Checked his swing. Did not go. I have no idea what Rocket Man means. Umpires sus. Questionable on some calls. I would agree with that, Toonami. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. And it's 0-2. Or no, pardon me, 1-2 to Rojas. 1-2 count. Hernandez with a nice lead at second. Littell fires. Cut on and hit to right, and that's going to land inside the oh man, and it's going to be 3-2. That just snuck in inside the foul line, and it's 3-2. Dodgers over the Reds, and Littell, like I said, he was kind of looking like he was in a little bit of trouble, and just like that, the Dodgers have taken the lead, and we're going to see a pitching change. It is a tie. It's no longer a tie, actually, Butterfly. Now it is a Dodger lead. Never seen the dance. I don't like it. It's good. Yeah, it's good that you haven't seen it. I don't mind if umpires miss calls a little off the plate as long as it's consistent to both teams. Yeah, same here, Jay. But right now it does. Again, it's whatever. I'm just saying, though, it has not really benefited the Reds when they're pitching. Yes, I do remember that. That was really really odd. I think that was Kike as well. That was definitely something. All right, new pitcher on the mound is going to be Nick Lodolo. What in the world? I thought I got jump scared there. Nick Lodolo during the regular season was 9-8, 3.33 ERA, whip of a 1.08. So that is your new Reds pitcher. So he looks to try to keep this 3-2. Again, we're still in a commercial break. You got to throw low and outside to Ohtani. Well, right now it's going to be Rortvedt at the plate, but yeah, he should be up unless it's a double play here. Again, folks, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate the clicks on the live streams. Definitely helps out small channels like mine. But, again, we're a growing channel. We are growing. So definitely join the growing channel as, you can talk about stuff in the comments, and I will have no idea what you're saying. If you talk about movies, you talk about songs, you use short text, I'll be lost. So, yeah, feel free to subscribe and join this great, growing group of, I was trying to think of another G, but channel. There you go. Anyway, it is what it is. Lodolo sets and fires. Showing bunt. It is down. McLean has it. Oh, and he can't field it. He tried to flick it with his glove, and that just didn't work. That did not work at all. And they're celebrating again, as now that's going to bring up Shohei Ohtani. He is 0 for 2. I'll show you his batting stats. Do you play ESPN 2K5? Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is, believe it or not, you can check out my videos. I actually have 3 videos there where I kind of started and stopped doing that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cranked to right, though it may be more height than anything. As that's at the warning track, he makes the catch for out number 2. And we did have both runners tag up. So it does move up. Both runners. Actually, I prefer playing more NFL 2K2 on the Sega Dreamcast now, Z. That is more of my thing that I play. For football, yeah. I mean, of course, I play College Football 26, but yeah, I don't play any Madden anymore. But yeah, I love NFL 2K5. It was a great game. Great game. The old mans were too. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball that is way outside. And it's 1-0. Yeah, NFL 2K5. 1-0 to Betts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Apparently it's not runners on second and third, so it's runners on the corners. I do apologize for that, but they just switched it back to that, I guess. Betts again 2 for 2 on the night, looking for hit number 3. Here's the 1-1. That is outside, and it's 2-1. McLean is supposed to be good defensively. 2 fails on defense tonight already. Yep. Not looking good. It's a big moment. Obviously, again, playing in L.A. is probably a huge factor. 2-1. Lodolo sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be swung on and hit to center. But Friedel is there to make the catch. The Dodgers push across 2 and claim the lead for the first time tonight. They lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the 5th. Again, folks, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Actually, I don't know. See if you're still here. If you're looking at the screen, I can go and show you. Yeah, so that's why I say, started doing all the live play-by-play like 5 or 6 months ago because I was doing this video game thing. Did not work. That's why I say start off with 30 subs because this got me all 30 subs. But, yeah, what did I do? So, yeah, Steelers. And then I did, Steelers as cheerleaders. Okay. That's the one thing it would show. Shows again cheerleaders. What the heck? So cheerleaders here? Okay, no, it does not. That is crazy, actually. But, yeah, COD. I was doing all video games. MLB The Show. Did that. Kind of stopped here. I'm like, well, it's dying off. And I kind of quit. And then I started doing something that I eventually did not quit, which is this. And I very much enjoy it. So that's why I'm hopeful this can continue. McLean is going to Die Hard. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about the Die Hard movies, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I never watched. So, like I said, I don't really watch many movies. Stevenson is hopefully going to be hot still tonight. Well, he's 0 for 1. And he's 1 for 5 in the series. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go, Doyers. Joseph Broseph, how's it going, man? Oh, man, that is a channel legend. Channel legend, Joseph Broseph. He's been here for a while. How's it going, man? Really love the Rays, so I have to pray for Dodgers' downfall constantly. Okay. I guess that's fair. Rays are definitely like one of the models for small market teams for sure. I definitely I respect the Rays for sure. Maybe not as much in recent times. I don't know what's going on with Tampa Bay and like if they're trying to move or whatnot, but I don't like that. This guy with the fingers. Oh, man. Oh, sorry about the Raiders. They do not look good. I don't know. All right, this is Tyler Stevenson coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Yamamoto, of course, on the mound. Chilling, that's nice. Yamamoto rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. This is crazy. What's crazy? It's crazy butterfly. 0-1 count to Stevenson. Yamamoto kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Yeah, no, not at all. Gino's a problem, no doubt. Feel bad for Max. Yeah, Max Crosby. I don't know if he'll ever get a playoff win, to be honest with you. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's cut on and hit to right, and that's going foul. So 0-2 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So I have my... So obviously I unlocked ads. I'm sure you guys probably can see that tonight. Because some nights I leave, so I'm just checking it all out here. There's some nights I don't have any ads. No ads play. And then tonight, I feel like it's playing like every 2 minutes for some reason. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I have no idea what in the world's going on. Why it's so inconsistent. I don't know. I'm going to probably have to talk to like JJ or something or figure this out. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be cut on and popped up. And that's going to go foul. Yeah, I'll probably have to talk to JJ, honestly, after the stream. Probably going to text him. This is ridiculous. The inconsistency. All I just want is consistency. That's all I want. Brian Hayes, of course, the former Pirate. Happy for him to be playing in the playoffs. If you had told me that Brian Hayes would be playing in the playoffs this year, well, I would have been pretty happy. But unfortunately, not for the right reasons, as Hayes gives us a ride to center. Pages backing up and making the catch for out number 2. Matt McClain. So for 1 tonight. Joseph, you guys think you guys go to Kenny Pickett? Getting some Kenny Pickett action there. The legend Kenny Pickett. As McClain steps in. Yamamoto rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count as Yamamoto rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. And he's perfectly fine. Oh, and 2 count. Yamamoto sets and fires. Breaking ball that is way outside, and it's 1-2. Happy for Bednar. Unfortunately, went to NY. Yeah, no, a lot of. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I hope he does well. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. But he kind of deserves it a little bit, you know. Deserves to be on a solid team for a change. As here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Is it McClain or McBlain? It's McClain. Matt McClain. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Dodgers lead 3-2 over the Reds. The Doyers. Los Angeles Doyers. Oofed Pickett. I'm more of a AOC enjoy this guy. Aiden O'Connell. I don't know. Is he even there still? I don't even know if he's still there. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like MLB, if you like NFL, that's crazy. I was just talking about you, JJ. JJ, I need to talk to you after the stream. Okay? Can you? I don't know if you're listening, but, yeah, I totally need to talk to you after the stream. Hold on. All right. Let me go ahead. Okay, there you are. Go ahead and click over here. It's going to play an ad. Okay. I don't know. We're going to go ahead. JJ. Oh, we're going to be right back. Okay. I didn't know you were there. I need to talk to you after. I don't know if this is a raid, but yeah, I mean, I need to talk to you after. So, yeah, if you guys want to, go ahead and click on JJ's name, say hi, and then, yeah, he's doing the same thing I am, though probably a lot more professionally, because this is kind of a startup thing here, you know, startup business. I don't know. That's a McShame. This guy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I need to chat with you real quick. Just have some questions on the YouTube thing. So, again, appreciate you, man. Feel AOC will kill it on the quick pass, but holds the ball too long. I didn't even realize he was still on the Raiders, to be honest with you. Jeez. That's cool. Sounds good. Again, appreciate it, JJ. Thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. It's a good game. It's a good game. Very, very much so. Reds, though, need to get it together. Only 1 hit. Only 1 hit. Feels like it's more, though. Freddie Freeman will be coming to the plate to start things off in the bottom of the 5th. He is 0 for 2 in this one. You'll step in my office. Thank you. Yes, I have a seat right over there. Actually, I legit do. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1 count to Freddie Freeman. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Sounds good. Good stuff. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ripped to second baseman McLean with a diving attempt and a successful one, as that is out number 1. Good stuff for Matt McLean. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2 in this one. Lodolo sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Freddie Freeman lined out for the first. Well, yeah, I know. I got you, Jay. 0-1 counts to Hernandez. Lodolo rocks and fires. That is a grounder to third. Hayes has it, throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 2. 2 away very quickly, I might add. That'll bring up Max Muncy. Muncy is 1 for 2 in this one. So we're waiting Muncy to step into the box, I guess. As Lodolo kicks and deals. Oh, and it hits him in the back. Oh, my goodness. Just out of nowhere. It's going to be a quick inning or so it appeared. And then Muncy just gets plunked. The screen foes. Oh, I got you. Well, was going to be a quick inning, but not necessarily, as Andy Pajes coming to the plate. Play-by-play with JJ. Yep, he's a legend. Butterfly going for the Reds. I imagine most people are going for the Reds. Pajes is 0 for 1, and it was hit by a pitch. As Lodolo sets, rocks, and fires. Chopper, and that's going foul. 0-1 count to Lodolo. A lot of Reds fans seem to want Lodolo to start this game. Definitely looking all right. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside, and it's 1-1 to Andy Pajes. Again, runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Lodolo still pitching. Yep. Jay, I got you covered, yes. Lodolo is indeed still pitching. Looking well. Here's the 1-1. That's a grounder to third. Hayes throws to second for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Dodgers over the Reds. Yeah, Lodolo has, where are we at? 1 2/3 pretty much. And again, he could probably finish out the game if he just continues this. I mean, he's doing pretty well. Only 1 hit. So yeah, I could easily see him finishing the game. As there was a Max Muncy at one of our MLB games. He plays for the. He used to play for the A's. I don't know if he still does. You like Lodolo? Yeah, Lodolo's good. Dr. Red Sox or Yankees? Oh man, I'm thinking. I'm not pulling for him, but I'm thinking the Yankees. Draven. Not that I don't want to. It's just that a lot of competition for those. A lot of competition for this one as well. But, it is what it is, I've said I would cover most of the NL, and I'm going to cover most of the NL. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Again, I know, like I just said, there's a lot of competition out there for, y'all's attention. So hopefully I do a decent enough job to keep your attention, and, of course, if you haven't done so already, to like and subscribe. Again, I call games, folks, and it's free of charge, I promise. There won't be a bill sent to you. Ben, again, pulling for the Reds. A lot of Reds fans. Joseph going for the Dodgers. Raider, I don't know if he's still here. He's going for the Dodgers. I don't know if there's anyone else that's going for the Dodgers. I think maybe Trisk. I can't remember, though. I can't remember if Trisk is going for the Dodgers. Maybe George. Did George say that? I can't remember if George was going for the Dodgers or not. I just can't recall, to be honest with you. It's been a while. I cannot recall. All right, we are back. Again, TJ Friedel will be beginning the top of the sixth, and they are looking for something here. They only have one hit in this one. Yamamoto kicks and deals, showing bunt, pulls back. That is low for ball one. Chilling on Forza was like, let me check that. Appreciate you, man. You know, I might actually, if I get time, I'm going to try on Friday night after I get back from calling the high school game to try to play the beta for Black Ops 7. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. Not saying I'm going to buy it, but it would be neat to play the beta. I don't know if it's going to be for Xbox or not. But that would be fun to do. Saturday, of course, I expect to be busy. Sunday, I'll be busy. Though I could forego the Sunday night game and play. I don't know. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside. And it's 2-1. It's just a decision. I'm not too sure. 2-1 to TJ Friedel. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. George going for the Reds. George is going for the Reds. My apologies, George. Kind of surprised at the poll results. Yeah, no, a lot of Reds fans. 2-2, Yamamoto. Shaking his head. Now he nods his head. As he kicks and deals. That's going to be ripped to second. That's going to get past him for a base hit. Again, this is what the Reds needed. That's just their second hit of the day. Can they string some together is the question. No Dodgers. I got you. A lot of people are just hoping the Reds will win. Yep. Oh, yeah. A lot of anti-Dodger. I have had some successful Red streams, though. There is that as well. But, yeah, it is a lot of anti-Dodger. I think that is the main thing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask again. 0-1. Steers 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch. And Dodgers fans, I don't know. I mean, if there's any Dodgers fans here, other than Joseph or any of the subscribers, it just seems like what they'll do is they'll click on the video and then they'll leave. So here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a foul tip off the catcher again. But pretty much, I don't think I have a lot of Dodgers fans. I think what they do is they look, either one, they're trying to find the game illegally, which is wow. And then two, I think they also want to see another Dodger fan call the game. Because they might be afraid that, it's an everyone that's like against, everyone that has a different jersey, it's anti-Dodger. To be fair, they are probably correct, but I'm just saying, at least give me a shot first. That's all I ask. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So back-to-back singles. And that is what the Reds need. How did the Dodgers score? They just started. Actually, how did they score? They were doing well, though, in like the 4th or 5th inning. I just can't remember. Yeah, 3rd and 4th inning. They were just scoring some, just getting hits. Pretty much just getting hits and knocking people in. All right, this is Gavin Lux. He's 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice. Yamamoto sets, rocks, and fires. Check this swing. That is... He did not go. It's 1-0. RC, how's it going? Red Sox and Yankees both have rookie pitchers. Oh, really? That'll be pretty neat. There's the Reds. I know. Next year, maybe. Oh, don't say that, Nate. Don't say that yet. You still got plenty of time. What's up, man? Yeah, how's it going? Devastation, man. Good to see you. Yeah, and I'll be doing a Vikings and the Browns Sunday as well, so that'll be pretty fun. Won't have a 12 o'clock game, the first one. Oh, here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, and it's chopped high up in the air. Oh, what a play by Muncy. Oh, and he can't make the throw. He couldn't get the ball out of his hand, and now there are bases loaded for the Reds with nobody out. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, I'm going to try to do at least 2 games Sunday. I can't do the first window. The second window, I can. And I want to do Buccaneers and Seahawks only because they're both wearing the throwbacks. So I think that'd be pretty fun. So I plan on using, like, their old logos for the thumbnail. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think they – let's see. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I see. I think they – call the games very, very unbiased. Yeah. You know, if you're not a fan of them, they'll think you're unbiased. You know, you're biased or stuff like that. Probably looking for the Eagle stream. Yeah, I know. Well, hey, they have a lot of success, Joseph, with college football. College football, it is illegal streams for days. 1 home run by the Dodgers and some errors, I think. Did they hit a home run? I already forget that. You got to go to Watch West for that. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I know that. Oh, it's just Stream East. Okay. Sorry, folks. Man, I'm in sports mode. I don't use intelligent mode, you know, when I'm on stream. I save that for off camera. And you'll just have to take my word for it. If you don't, I don't blame you. No more errors. Yeah, the Bengals game was awful. Oh, yeah, I bet. Bases loaded. Grand Slam would probably make some days here for sure. Austin Hayes has the power to do it. Someone explain this chat. I have no idea what it means, Nate. All right. This is Austin Hayes. Bases loaded. Nobody out. That is going to be in there, but not called a strike. So that is one of the fair, a balance there because, again, a lot of pitches have been outside the zone for the Reds, and they've been calling it strikes. Yeah, unbiased. Yeah. 1-0 counts. Yamamoto fires. That is inside, and it's 2-0. I was planning on watching that game, so I'll probably be in the stream unless I can catch it. Gotcha. Maybe do Sunday night NFL. It just depends, Kenneth. It depends. If there are people online, I haven't played video games in a while. I play every now and then, but I do want to kind of relax a little sometimes. 2 streams ain't bad. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be ripped to short. Oh, Betts is going to throw home, and he steps on the bag. Thought about the double play. I don't know if the guy on third, I don't know if he hesitated or not. It seemed like he did. I feel like he should have. Let me see this. Let's show the replay. Oh, he was just waiting to see if okay, I got you. He was going to wait and see if he caught it. Something must be. It is what it is. There's another reason why Dodgers white leave your stream, but I won't say it. Okay, that's going to be in there. And actually, I have no idea what you're talking about, Nick. But you're probably onto something. Again, I left the brain outside that door, so I apologize, guys. So there was no pitch there. I guess they waved it off. So right now it's bases loaded, 1 out, and Sal Stewart is at the plate. He knocked in actually both RBIs earlier, so he's the reason the Reds have 2 on the board. All the losers from Game 1 force. Yep. RC. Yep. Ducky from Land Before Time. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, I guess you're uncultured. That's the guy that doesn't watch movies saying that. That is pretty crazy. All right, Yamamoto sets, rocks and fires. That is inside, and it's 1-0. Yeah, subscriptions are dumb. And if I actually am able to make some decent money on this, then I can actually use like YouTube TV as like a tax like write-off. So I'm pretty excited about that possibility, as that's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. So I'm trying to if I hit a certain mark, I have to report, and then I can actually apply to see if I can use YouTube TV and then MLB TV. And then I can probably use my Xbox subscription because I have to use that to get online. And then I could possibly use the internet. I can write off. So I'm hoping I can actually hit that mark. That'd be really cool. 1-1 counts. Yamamoto sets, rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. One and two count to Sal Stewart. Bases loaded. 1 out. Dodgers fans, they are loud. They are proud. Reds fans now standing. There are a few there. Yamamoto sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Oh, man. That is a huge out, number 2. Ellie De La Cruz. Again, he is 0 for 2. YouTube TV, it's good, but yeah, it's getting expensive. It's getting really expensive. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. It's getting really expensive. Oh, and 1 count to De La Cruz. Yamamoto sets. Kicks and deals. That is inside, and it's 1-1. Dodgers fans seemingly wanted the call. That was not close. Ellie is batting left-handed. Yamamoto sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be a foul tip. And it's 1-2. Dodgers fans getting loud. Feel like Ellie is still in a slump. Man. Dodger fans, they are loud. This would be tragic for the Reds if they can't push anyone across. It was bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Yamamoto sets and fires. That's a foul tip, and Dodger fans very happy about that. Now they are not. Oh, man. This is huge. Curveball, fastball, curveball, curveball has been the sequence. Yamamoto sets. Kicks and deals. And that's going to be fouled back, and he will see another. Oh, man. This at-bat just going and going and going. You have to wonder how many more times will the Reds have a chance here. Again, bases loaded at one point with nobody out. This is tough. Yamamoto sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't lay off. Wow. Yamamoto, bases loaded, nobody out. That is no problem. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Dodgers 3, Reds 2. Yamamoto showing a lot of emotion there. What's your next stream? It's going to be tomorrow. Padres and Cubs. Padres and Cubs. And, of course, regardless what happens, I'll be doing a delay doubleheader. Whether it's the Dodgers and the Reds, if the Reds do win this one, or it'll be Niners and the Rams. So regardless, I will have another stream tomorrow night. So again, 2 streams tomorrow, folks. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And again, I do a lot of NFL, I do a lot of MLB, and of course I do some college football as well. Just pulling for the Dodgers, going for the Cubs. Ellie De La Cruz, get ready to look. This guy. I think the Dodgers are going to sweep. It's trending that way. That was a great opportunity for the Reds, and they could not push anyone across. Reds need to score since he pulled the Yankees. They did, yes. Yesterday, the Yankees had the exact same situation. And then Chapman said, all right, I guess I'll start pitching now. And the Yankees couldn't do nothing. Oh, man. Ellie's been so disappointing. Dodgers fans, tears taste like this guy. Folks, again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We do have a new pitcher. This is interesting. Lodolo had been pitching well, but we are switching him out for Nick Martinez. 11-14, 4.45 ERA, whip of 1.21. I don't know if I agree with this call. I don't agree with this call, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. That is not a good decision. Because Lodolo was looking really good. Again, I'm a neutral party, folks, but if the Reds, if they start getting hit on here, I'm just saying, you can blame Francona because that is dumb. That is, to me, not smart. Reds are going to win. Unfortunately, tough week to be a Cincy fan. Oh, yeah, it is very tough to be a Bengal fan. Kenneth going for the Dodgers. Or the Calgary. I don't know about all that. Yeah, Cubs game was pretty tough. Championships and no playoff success in 30 years. I don't know. Even so. Cincinnati does have a chance. Oh, yeah, for sure. Kenneth saying hi to Miss Butterfly. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, and it's 1-0. Reds have not won a playoff game since 2013. I think it's the same thing with the Pirates. How many pitches to Lodolo throw? Not too much. 1-0. Here is the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. Lodolo. Only threw 14. Yeah, I don't understand it. That's just, to me, that's not smart. Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. Oh, the throw's at his head. That's going to be over him, though, as Hernandez squats to avoid it. So it's 2-1 to Kike Hernandez. Martinez, again, taking over. For Lodolo. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper. And that's going to roll. And that's going to stay fair. Brian Hayes trying to see if it would go foul. Oh, Brian, that was... Oh, Brian Hayes, you're better than that. You're literally a defensive specialist. He was, I don't know why you were afraid of... You could have easily made that play. You've done it many times in the black and gold. All right, Miguel Rojas coming to the plate, batting .262, OPS of .715 on the season. I don't know why I'm saying that. That's stats are old. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-0. Rojas is 1 for 2, 2 for 3 in the series. Better not watch the World Series, then the Yanks might just crush all. They might. What's the limit they can pitch? There's no limit. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to first. Oh, what a play by Stewart. Stewart, though, is just going to step on the bag. Keeping this in the infield. That was a great dive by Stewart. Sal Stewart. Future cornerstone piece for the Reds franchise. With a great play. Ben Rortvedt coming to the plate. That is not good, man. He could have pitched at least. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying, Jay. I don't know why. But, I mean, maybe Martinez is good. I don't know. But, I mean, if they allow a run, I mean, I don't know. Lodolo was looking good. Martinez fires. Grounder to first. Stewart has it. Throws. Oh, and he throws it away. Oh, he throws it away. The catcher does back him up, though. Hernandez has to stay at third. And Rortvedt actually just stays at first. Francona scratching his bald head. It would have been an easy out. Sal Stewart, I just complimented him, and he just couldn't make the throw. And there's a certain someone coming to the plate, folks, and his name is Shohei Ohtani. So, your favorite World Series memory? I don't really have a favorite World Series memory, to be honest with you, RC. I'm only really, I mean, yeah, I like baseball as a kid, but did I really love it or anything like that? No, I didn't really watch much of the World Series, like any of them, really. I remember a little bit of Phillies-Yankees, but not really much else, to be honest. This is the year I've watched the most baseball. This is really it. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back, and it's 0-1. I kind of feel like the one Bears fan. Turn this off. Yeah, I can see that. Headed to Disney this weekend, hoping to find a cool place to watch the Raider game. Oh, yeah. I have no idea. Nowhere to go, though. 0-1 counts. Martinez sets and fires. That is going to be fouled off, I believe, the umpire's mask. And it's 0-2. Starting pitcher. Yep, I saw that. He had some starts. Reds might just want to pack it up. I don't know about that. Not yet. Still could ground into a double play. Reds have too many starting pitchers, so Burns and Martinez move to the bullpen. Yeah, I was wondering, like, why? I mean, I didn't know if they were just bringing people up or whatnot, but how much is LA's roster? A lot. 350-something million. 0-2 counts. Martinez looks back at second despite no one being there. Here is the pitch. Chopper, and that's going foul. Again, there's runners on the corners, folks, with one out. It's a pick six. Oh, yeah, 100% in the NFL. Boston's 0-3 comeback. I forgot what year that would be. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. I don't know what makes me more mad, sports or baby boomers driving. Sports, boomers, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I've learned to just adapt and live with it. 0-2 count. Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. That is upstairs, and that'll be 1-2. That might be, the driving thing. It might be me one day. I already naturally don't drive fast unless I'm on the highway. Then I will be, 10% over the speed limit, for sure. But in the city, actually, I'm like speed limit or below. I actually am already there. 1-2 count. Here is the pitch. That is low, and it's 2-2. 2-2 count to Ohtani-kun. Runners on the corners as Francona's just chewing on all the sunflower seeds in the world. 2-2. Martinez sets, kicks, and deals. Grounder, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Ohtani makes this a 4-2 game, and there's the dance. And that bases loaded thing is going to be on the Reds fans' minds for a while. I can just feel it. Yeah, that was just a clean ground ball. Splitting the first and second baseman. That'll bring up Mookie Betts. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. Remember, it'd probably be the infamous fifth inning of the Dodgers-Yankees. Yeah, I have no idea what that would be. I didn't even watch last year. Delay goes 110. No, I do not. If it says 30, I go 30. And that, yeah, I don't go above. If it's in the town or city, I do not go over. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball to third. That gets past Hayes. How many times does that even happen? As Betts cruises into second. Ohtani's at third. It's 5-2. And Betts does the dance. The fans are doing the dance. Reds fans, it's not looking good, folks. I can't lie. The momentum is completely gone. Any momentum you had at the top of the sixth, it disappeared. Unfortunately, with the failures of the Reds and Bengals, my lifetime used to losing. That's fair. I totally understand that, being a Pirates and a Steelers fan last 8 years. I mean, Steelers had a great childhood, the Steelers, but childhood was pretty long time ago. Much, much long ago. Freddie's grand slam for the win. Yeah, again, I'm sorry, I have no idea. Until further notice, Cincinnati is football. Yeah, FC Cincinnati, hey, they're good. Bummer, yeah. Butterfly, yeah, it's tough. Folks, again, there was some unfortunate errors here, but I'm just saying Lodolo was looking good. They're going to intentionally walk Freeman. So this one, to me, I mean, obviously the Reds bats, but that decision to pull Lodolo for no reason. Only 14 pitches from a guy that has pitched 80, 90 pitches, 100 pitches. That, to me, was a dumb decision by Francona. That is 100%. 100% Francona, just dumb. Dumb decision. Martinez sets, kicks and deals. That is a ground ball. That's going to get through. The Dodgers are just going to rout the Reds. There's one. There's another. It's 7-2. Dodgers Reds. Man, this is, oh, jeez, that's how bad it is now. Can't even load it up. Let me go ahead and go up. There we go. All right, that's going to bring up Max Muncy. If you guys do decide to take off, I don't blame you. But feel free, of course, to at least y'all have won a Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, I know. But, yeah, it's been a while. This is on Francona. Exactly. I don't know why. Francona, what was he thinking? That is dumb with a side of just dumb. Check his bat. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's corked. Butterfly is onto something, folks. It's corked. It's a corked bat. Here comes the grand slam. No. Trying to save up exactly. Devastation's on it. It was trying to save Lodolo for game 3. 100%. Just absolutely dumb. The floodgates have opened. They are 100%. Again, we have a pitching change. Would you be in the situation if you left in the other guy? Probably not. 7-2 is your score. Folks, if you do decide to head out, I don't blame you. I, of course, will be here for the rest of the game. But I do appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to call this game for you. Again, I know there's a lot of competition tonight, so I really do appreciate you guys for sticking with me. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Definitely helps small channels like mine. We're a growing channel, though. I don't think we'll be small for much longer. So definitely subscribe, as this is a growing channel. So definitely do that. If you like NFL and baseball, definitely subscribe, and hopefully you can see why other people have subscribed. If not, well, hey, it is what it is. I'm not meant for everybody, but everybody's not meant for everybody. Everyone has their own different tastes and stuff like that. We're up the bus. Oh, yeah, get that bus swarm. Nothing you have to get out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this game is done. I'm out. Yeah, you have a good night, Devastation, man. You take care. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. That's unfortunate. You guys were close. Obviously, you can point to the Reds bats in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded, nobody out. But, that was just dumb by Francona to pull Lodolo, who had been pitching fine. New pitcher for the Reds is Tony Santillan. It's 1-5 with a 2.44. So apparently the times of tomorrow would change if the Dodgers win. Oh, that kind of stinks, actually. That means I won't get much of a break. Oh, dang it. Well, they hate me, as that's going to be inside for ball 1. This is Max Muncy. Dodgers win tonight. Reds, yeah, they made too many mistakes. 100%, Daneth. Need Ohtani to walk. I thought for sure they would pitch around him. As of now, I don't know. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, and it's 2-0. At least a good pitcher. Yeah, I know, but it's probably too late. Outside of this baseball game, I don't think there's any other sporting events on tonight. Yeah, I don't think so. 2-0 counts. I don't know if the WNBA is still on or whatnot. They're actually going to walk Muncy. So 2-0, they're like, you know what? We're done. So that will bring up Andy Pages, who's 0 for 2 on the night. He was hit by a pitch earlier. And he actually hasn't had a hit all series. There is that. Reds 7 straight unanswered. Oh, hey, you never know, RC. You never know. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-1. That's why you picked an AL team. Okay. Go Blue Jays. Okay, there we go. Hey, Blue Jays looking pretty good. 0-1 count to Pages as Santillan sets. Rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Yeah, the Dodgers would have a date with the Phillies. the win tonight. That'll start on Saturday. 0-2 count. Santillan sets, rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up to shallow right. And he makes the catch. He's going to throw home. That's cut off by Stewart. Freeman's going to go back to third. All right, that'll bring up Kike Hernandez, 2 for 3 in this one. WNBA Finals, unless preseason hockey, I guess. Oh, the Penguins won. That's nice. Not used to that anymore. Again, Kike Hernandez coming to the plate, and he's 2 for 3. Dodgers winning 7-2 over the Reds. The floodgates have pretty much opened. Open up the floodgates. Santillan sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Just sent you a video of Chris Collinsworth from the 80s. If you disliked him before, it's another reason to cancel him now. Cancel him? I'm not going to cancel him. Not a fan, though. 0-1 counts. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Wait, is it about like the teenage girl? I think it might be the teenage girl if you're thinking about canceling. He said, I don't know, I forgot what he said specifically, but he said something about something with the teenage girl. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt. It's 1-2. Let's see if it's the video. Let me just click on it real quick. Oh, yeah. Hey, high school girls. Yep. 100%. I knew about that. 1-2 count. Santillan sets. Rocks and fires. That is outside, and it's 2-2. Tough opponent for my Phillies. Yeah, no, Phillies going to be good. I think it'd be a good series. Phillies-Dodgers. I'm sure a lot of people would have assumed that would have been an NLCS matchup. 2-2. Santillan sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Dela Cruz going to call it off and make the catch for out number 3. All right, well, the long inning is over. The Dodgers push across 4 as we head to the top of the 7th. Dodgers leading 7-2. Now here's a guy. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that guy. Not a fan of him. Used to actually love Chris Collinsworth, but way too much of the Patrick Mahomes. A little too much. Like girls that aren't too. Yep, Collinsworth, kind of a jerk. Always has been, but I didn't mind him. But the Mahomes thing kind of took it to a level where I'm like, okay, don't like it. Don't like him at all. And then Tony Romo became a shill as well. Apparently he's getting Botox, and you can definitely tell. And I don't understand why. If the Reds lose, then maybe team management sees they're not ready to be true contenders yet and make some good moves this winter. Okay, yeah, and all right. So it's a little Q&A here for the Reds fans. What would your do you like your lineup? Like, what do you think could be changed realistically? Obviously, we could always improve. Everyone can improve, but what realistically do you think can get done? Do you think you're going to add some more bats? Do you think pitching is something you realistically can do? What are you guys looking for? The Reds got 9 at-bats. Yeah, they still got time, but, it's going to be tough. So girls between 14 and 18, yep. When they turn 19, I'm telling you, yeah, it was really weird. No, I know. Oh, I don't know, Jim. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tony Romo. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like you're trying to go to the bathroom or something whenever you're trying to sound like Tony Romo. Oh, my goodness. Folks, again, appreciate you guys. If you tolerate some stupidity every now and then, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, this is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like baseball or football, definitely like and subscribe. By the way, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, he's not done. He's still out there for the top of the 7th inning. So, again, he'll face Tyler Stevenson. Yamamoto gets ready, and this is pitch number 96. Here's the pitch. Grounder to short. Betts has it. Throws to first for out number 1. All right, well, Brian Hayes will take his seat. That'll bring up Will Benson. Spending 226, OPS of 708, 12 homers, 41 RBIs. I'm still here. Never say never in baseball. The team has scored as many as 9 runs in an inning. In fact, yeah. I was thinking of the Pirates or Reds. Pirates Rockies being up 9-0 and losing. Like Chris Collinsworth, every commentator has their man Chris Madden with Madden had Brett. Oh yeah, he loved Brett Favre. Yeah, he definitely loved Brett Favre a lot. Al Michaels. I actually don't remember Tom Brady, him loving on Tom. But I'm sure it happened. Looking for a funny guy. I'm not funny. I'm just a guy. Appreciate it. Hey, if you find me funny, that's great, though. Alright, again, Benson coming to the plate as Yamamoto begins the windup, and here is the pitch. That is going to be outside, but it's called a strike. I want to see Ellie move to center field. Reds have 8,000 high-ranked shortstop prospects. Oh, jeez. Do we got a new pitcher for the Dodgers? Nope. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That's going to be swung on and cut on and found down the right field line. Pitching should be pretty good for the Reds. Okay, well, if the pitching's good and you get another bat or two, then, hey, the Reds could keep this going. It's going to be tough, though. Again, there's always usually some new playoff teams every year. Less so, though, in MLB, as that's going to be a foul tip. Pitch number 99. I don't know if Yamamoto... I imagine they let him finish the inning. I mean, it's the playoffs. Why not? 0-2 count. Yamamoto kicks and deals. That is outside, and it's 1-2. Again, Benson pinch hitting for Brian Hayes. Usually does much better against righties. That's what Yamamoto is. Here is the 1-2. That is outside, and it's 2-2. Dodger fans pretty upset about that one, despite it being about 10 inches off the plate. That was pitch number 101. Yamamoto rocks and fires. Check this swing. That is low, and it's 3-2. Thirsty. 3-2 count. Yamamoto begins the windup, and here's the pitch. That is outside. Ball 4. And that Dodger fan was really upset with the umpire, despite, again, you can see some of these pitches definitely way outside. I mean, just a reminder, though, folks, that just because the pitcher throws the ball and the catcher catches the ball does not make it a strike. Keep that in mind next time you're out at a ball game. You're welcome. Yamamoto sets and fires. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. Just heard the Cardinals are going for a full rebuild. Really? Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, I feel like they've been in the middle, like trying to contend and rebuild at the same time. I guess now they're committing. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Yeah, knowing the Pirates, though, the Cardinals will commit to a full rebuild, and the Pirates, who are like in year 7 of the rebuild, will still Finish last. That's gonna be so unfortunate. 0-2 counts. Yamamoto sets. Rocks and fires. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. That is 9 strikeouts for Yamamoto. That's pitch 106, by the way. They're letting him. I'm drinking some water. What are you thinking I'm drinking over here? Got to keep the throat, you know. It's going to be a word that people don't like, but moist. I mean, that is an actual thing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-0. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Niagara brand, but that is the bottle of water that I am drinking. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Cut on and fouled back. It's 1-1 to T.J. Friedel. Sonny Gray has already come out and said he would waive his no-trade clause to go to a winning team. Well, I guess he's not coming to Pittsburgh. 1-1 count. Yamamoto from the stretch. Cut on and fouled back once again. And it's 1-2. You see Roberts taking a nap. That's not what he's actually doing. Looking down. 1-2 counts. Yamamoto having some pitch comm issues. Talking about trying to trade Arenado. Ooh, that'd be a pretty... Well, it'd be nice for the Pirates to get him. Nice to get a decent bat, you know, but we can't afford him. Here's the 1-2. Cut on and fouled back, and he'll see another. Again, a runner on first. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Yamamoto sets. Kicks and deals. That is outside, and it's 2-2. What's the problem with moist? Some people just don't like it. I don't know why. I have no idea why. They like spring water instead of purified. I agree, Kenneth. Same here. It's just for some reason more expensive over here. It's like 50 cents more, and I just don't feel like paying it. Here's the 2-2. That is high for ball 3. Again, the Dodger fans once again like to remind everyone here. Just because the pitcher throws it and the catcher catches it does not make it a strike. Spring water, no, I totally agree. I just didn't feel like forking over the 50 cents. I know it's terrible. I just didn't want to do it. 3-2 counts. Here's the pitch. Way inside, and it's ball 4. And it looks like Roberts is going to go ahead and pull Yamamoto at 113 pitches. Good stuff, Yamamoto. But hey, the Reds have runners on the base pass, multiple runners with 2 outs. Waters, yes, it's moisture. Yep. Dihydrogen oxide, silent killer. Maybe. Both trades would have to have the Cardinals chipping in on the contract. Oh, yeah, for sure. Whatever Costco has, that's what we get. Lancaster is being very immature. No, he's doing the meme that the kids are doing. I don't know anything about it, but he's repeated it multiple times to me. 6'7", whatever. And he does this hand motion, too, at the same time. 6'7". And it's like, I don't understand. But it makes me want to just deck somebody in the face every time I hear it. That's not true, but it's like, what the heck? Spring water. Now do you go with spring? Yeah, I know. I'm a failure, folks. I just didn't feel like forking over the 50 cents. I know. I should have went with the spring water. Girls don't like the word moist. Yep, that is true. That is true. So I guess I shouldn't really have to worry about that here, considering we're covering a baseball game. Actually, the analytics say it's 99% 90% men, 10% female that tune in. That is what the analytics say. So I'm only going to offend, or disgust, I should say, 1 out of every 10 viewers. So 34 viewers, 3 of them. There you go. There's one place the Dodgers not the greatest. Their bullpen, yeah, there's a chance here. You ever wonder why celebrities are regulars of the games that refuse to wear anything team-related? That's a good question. Well, I don't know. I feel like I've seen the Steelers. The Steelers have some pretty solid celebrity fans. 7th run of the 6th inning. It's Todd. Oh, it's not Timmy. Interesting. I'll have some choice words for you, Todd. I expect more from you, son. I'll see you Friday, bud. Todd, of course, Lancaster Studios. He's my, Todd, the older brother. He's my color commentator for the high school games. Best duo. I'm not even kidding. We're the best duo. If we were able to both be in here, it'd be much more enjoyable. All right, Blake Trinan, the new pitcher. He faces Spencer Steer. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Steer hits this one to right, as that is steering foul. Aaron tipping 50. This guy. Got a new pitcher. Yep. Blake Trinan. 0-1 count to Spencer Steer. Kicks and deals. That's a chopper to short. Betts has it. Throws to first for out number 3. All right. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Dodgers lead 7-2 over the Reds. An elite duo. Yeah, pretty good. I would say we're pretty good. Though you guys are trying to get fired, apparently, last week. Oh, I was actually getting somewhat mad with you guys. Like, dude, if I have to do these games by myself, I'm going to be so ticked. But what the heck's going on here? And feel free to like and subscribe, folks, if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, feel free to subscribe and join a growing channel as I do MLB, the NFL, and college football. So make sure to tune in for that. To like and subscribe. I don't really know what else to say. The Dodgers pretty much running away with this. I was pretty locked in when it was close, but now I'm not going to lie. I mean, we're talking about spring water in the chat. So, yeah, that is how it's gone. Ballot crash out. Oh, yeah. This guy. The Lancasters are legends for sure. Definitely appreciate them. Doing it for the Dodgers will be Rojas, Rordvet, and Ohtani-kun. Of course, Nick needs a walk from Ohtani. I don't know if they walk at this point, considering they're already down. We got breakfast with Rhino and delay for picks. I forgot about that. I don't want to wake up early. I'm sleepy. I'm getting tired. So I'm waking up at 5. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we do have that. If you guys like the NFL, again, we'll be doing a show in the morning, Mondays and Thursdays, 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern. So there's that. If you do like the NFL, I really do only promote that, though, with football. I mean, I don't really, my football streams, I'll promote it. Baseball, I don't really, because, there's a lot of baseball fans that aren't really football fans. They're strictly baseball. Vice versa. Some fans that are just, with their own sport. Miguel Rojas coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Santillan still in. Yes, Toski. This guy, Trisk. Come on. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, Trisk. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-1. Rojas is 1 for 3 on the day. 2 for 4 in the series. Santillan kicks and deals. That is outside, and it's 2-1. You like the coupon code on the batter. What? don't know what. Talking about the tattoo there. I don't know what that is. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. And he evens it up at 2-2. Again, the Dodgers most likely, I'm sure we can safely say that, they will be the ones taking on Philadelphia in a best of 5. That was my NLCS picks prior to the season. So that should be a very good series. I'm sure most of us looking forward to that. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Chopper. And that's going to go foul. I think they're the most popular. Yeah, I don't know why. I actually don't know why. I just know that's what they say. I think the youngins, I don't know what they don't know. They don't even know what they're saying. They're saying numbers. I am very happy that I grew up when I did. I'll just say that. I'm happy I'm not a kid in today's world. 2-2 count. Santillan rocks and fires. Chopper to third. Stewart throws to first. Not in time, so throws a little bit off. Good play by Stewart, playing third now. But Rojas, that is an infield single. And that'll bring up Ben Rortvedt. Rortvedt is 2 for 3 on the day. 100% my number one sport is football. Not going to lie, forget about baseball when preseason hit for NFL. 100%. That happens. Up until yesterday, I started watching baseball again. I got you. We're playing Rhino. Oh, yeah. I know. Jay, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the $10 donation. That's awesome. Santillan sets and fires, showing bunt. That is way upstairs. Jay, you're a legend, man. I appreciate you. This is for all the great games I truly enjoyed this season. Thanks for calling. Some great games. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I try, Jay. I'm sorry. I know you're looking forward to the Reds, as that's going to be outside 2-0. But, hey, I'm sure you guys were pretty happy that you got here. I know if I were a Pirates fan and we got in playing the Dodgers, obviously going to get swept. But, hey, you know what? We made it. Despite the odds, despite the Mets and what they put into their team. Here's the 2-0. The bunt is down. Santillan collects it and throws. No, that's actually Stewart collecting it, throwing to first for out number 1. So there is an out. I don't know how Stewart just spawned right in front of Santillan there, but we're just going to ignore that. But, yeah, appreciate it, Jay. That is awesome. You're a legend, man. I really do appreciate you. I don't remember if you tune in for my football streams. If you don't, that's okay. If you don't want to tune in for the other baseball ones, I totally get it. I totally understand. Totally get it. But hey, if I do see you next year, hey, thank you for being, thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Again, I hate to brag. There's a walk. So Nick needed the walk for Ohtani, and Ohtani's walked. So there we go. Nick collects. But yeah, again, I do appreciate you guys. Again, I feel like I have some great subscribers. I really do. Pirates going to pry it. Pirate A's going to stay being dumb. Dodgers had their scare, and then San Diego did just as bad and fell back behind. I'm not going to read your comments, Trisk, if you keep with those numbers, because that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. You can only call them. I even enjoy listening to some Pirates games, too. So glad you appreciate it, man. I'm glad I chose to do this, too. I really am. 0-1 count. Santillan looks back and fires. Checked his swing, made contact. That's a foul ball. Just checking to see how bad we're getting beat again. Yeah, it's not looking good. They may add some more runs. Drew Ritter says, let's go Dodgers. To do a Blue Jays game, I'll be sure to be here. Okay, fair enough. They are the one AL team that I said I would try to do because I have a lot of Blue Jays subscribers. Here's the 0-2, as that's going to be low for ball 1. So I really do need to, honestly. So yeah, they will be if I'm able to do an AL game, I will be prioritizing the Blue Jays. I do know it'll be alternating some days AL one day, NL another. So yeah, no, I think it's very likely that I do that. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is outside, and it's 2-2. Since you just throwing in the towel. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. 2-2 count. Santillan will step off. But again, shout out, Jay. Man, I appreciate you. That's awesome. 2-2. Santillan sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is low, and it's 3-2. Bets again, 3 for 4 on the night. Here's the pitch. That's going to be jammed, and that's going to be popped back, and that's going to be foul. 3-2. For once in my life, you just want to see an Angels-Dodgers. Tito. Joseph translating there for... yeah, there we go. Here's the 3-2. That's when we caught on and fouled back, and he's going to see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat. About 2.5 hours now of game time. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 1 out, runners on first and second. 3-2 is the count as Santillan fires. Fouled back, and again, we'll see another pitch for this at-bat. Would be a heavy Dodgers advantage, no home games. Yeah, you are probably right. That says, I know it's sad, but you are actually correct. Angels would not have a home game. 3-2, Santillan rocks and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And Rojas just chilling. That's 8-2. Just chilling, jogging at a slow pace. There's runners on second and third now. Again, the Dodgers just looking to pummel the Reds. Do Army, Navy, and Air Force cancel their games? I don't know. I'm not even going to enter that. I don't think so. That's pretty funny. Not going to enter that ballpark over there. So we do have a pitching change. If only they could bring back Lodolo in. They took him out for no reason. And since then, it's been all Dodgers. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. Again, this is what I do. I call games. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Those like buttons, very helpful to the channel. Subscribing also helps as well. It's actually a bigger help. So, yeah, definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out. And again, I'll be back tomorrow for the Padres and the Cubs Game 3. That'll be pretty fun. And I will be trying to do the Niners and the Rams as well. So, a doubleheader tomorrow, delayed doubleheader tomorrow as well. Look at the way Tito has made a few mistakes here and there. If David Bell's still the manager, the Reds would have a losing record most likely. Bell's still the manager, I would bandwagon. Yeah, I don't like David Bell. As a Pirates fan, was not a fan of David Bell. And I'm sure you can think of why. All right, Freddie Freeman coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He also walked. Chase Burns, the pitcher, he's a 4.57 ERA. So, again, the Dodgers just looking to get double digits again. Freeman coming to the plate. Reds scored 2 runs in the first. I did not think they would still have 2 here in the 7th, to be honest. That is actually insane. They had opportunities. They did. They sure did. There weren't many, but they did have them. Burns delivers, and that's going to be outside for ball one. So 1-0 count to Freddie Freeman, is 0 for 3 with a walk. Runners on second and third. Burns delivers. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike one. Burns has some nasty pitches. You can see the game watch. Oh, yeah. Burns. So I haven't really seen him pitch much, but he does have an arm. He can throw about 100. Here's the 1-1. That's a chopper. Oh, what a play by McLean. That keeps Ohtani at third. That was a great play by McLean to just stretch and make that play, keeping Ohtani. To be honest, I don't know why he didn't go, if we're being honest with you. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. People don't understand Taylor didn't take that Super Bowl entirely. Vaughn Bell, Joe Burrow, and Evan McPherson was really good that year. 0-1 count to Teoscar. That's in there. Again, runners on second and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper to short. Dela Cruz has it, throws to first. Did he get him? He did. Oh, what a play. Steer, he's kind of just hanging out there. They may review this. I think they're going to review it. Oh, I don't know. I think Hernandez may have gotten there first. So they're going to challenge this. And that would make it 9-2. And, of course, would definitely keep the inning going. He has a power arm, and he knows how to pitch his secondary stuff really well. I haven't really seen much of his secondary stuff. 14 for 14. Yeah, no, McPherson was really good in 2021. Not so much really since then. I think that was peak McPherson. I don't think he's really done much since. Dodgers can't afford to give up this lead. Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. They look pretty good. Oh, tell you what, he might be out. I don't know. That angle there shows the ball in the glove. Tied Vinatieri, really? I didn't know that. Was rooting hard for Cincy that year. I was definitely not. I can tell you that much. I was, I think I was pulling for Cincy when it was the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. Calls confirmed. Okay, yeah, no, that other angle, I think, was pretty good. Pretty good. Showed it. Dodgers fans can't. The manager Dave Roberts going to have a little chat here. That's interesting. I don't know why he's going to do this. They're up 8-2, but I guess I don't know. It is what it is. All right. Anyway, we head to the top of the 8th. The Dodgers leading 8-2 over the Reds. Reds will have Lux, Hayes, and Stewart due up in that one. Yes, I was rooting for the Raiders. I remember that game. That was, what was it? Ralph, I don't even remember that. What was the Raiders interim coach? Raiders coach. I'm just curious. I can't remember his name now. It's kind of bothering me. Rich Bisaccia. Yeah, it was like some sort of Italian name. I was just curious there. Yeah, no, I was definitely pulling for the Raiders in that one. Things I like about replays, that has to be clear and changed. Yeah. Was that the 11-0? No, that was 2020. 6 run is not big enough. I don't know. I think that's something that I think Dodgers fans will even probably rip him for. There's times where, again, he just it seems to he picks the wrong fights and he makes the wrong decisions. I don't know. Obviously, if it's 3-2 or it's a game tying or game breaking decision, okay, that's fine. But you're up by 6 going into the 8th inning. Okay, if you blow this, I think it's because he's nervous about his bullpen decision. That might be it. Rich was awesome. Yeah, no, he was. He was really good. Took over for Gruden and pretty much, yeah, he was really good. I don't know why who did they go with? They went with McDaniels. Yeah, yeah. McDaniels. Josh McDaniels. What in the world? How does that guy still get jobs as a head coach? Really good offensive coordinator. But as a head coach, that guy cannot be a head coach. All right, again, the former Dodger coming up to the plates here in the top of the 8th. 49ers hurt big time. Yeah, a lot of injuries. Lots of injuries. Yeah, I got to make my picks tonight. Oh, my gosh. I forgot. I have to wake up early tomorrow. All right, here is Sheehan. Here's the pitch. That is outside, and it's 1-0. 1-0 count. Sheehan rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike. And if you're just tuning in, you can see the Dodgers up 8-2 over the Reds. Reds have 6 outs. Sheehan delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Oh, and it gets past Hernandez. And I don't know if Luck saw or not. He did. He's at second. So that's what, again, the Reds, you just need to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Delay, I think it's over. Oh, yeah. It may be, but the Reds have some life. Pre-snap, wake up and read. Oh, my gosh. Again, I'm just going to be so tired. I'm going to be tired. I'm already tired thinking about it. Hernandez, I think, got a little bit casual there, to be honest with you. They'll bring up Austin Hayes, the runner on second, nobody out. Should have kept a lot of guys. Head coach Cable was good. Jackson were good. Both 8-8. Only team in the history to go 6-0 in the division, not make the postseason. Is that 2011, I think? I think it was 2011. Curious now. I'll look at it later. 1-0 count. 2. Austin Hayes is 0 for 3. Sheehan looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. Dodger fan booing. Or fans, I should say. One count to Austin Hayes, or Austin Mays Hayes, according to Trisk. Sheehan sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside, and it's 2-1. Three and 0. Sheehan looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Right down the middle. It's a called strike, 95 on the gun. Well, I met a former NBA player today. That's something. Oh, yeah. Met him when I was with my girlfriend. Oh, that's cool, man. That is cool. 3-1. Sheehan sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike. From 3-0 to 3-2 to Austin Hayes. It'll be a home run or a run home for the Reds. We'll see. It might be a strikeout. Working from 3-0 to 3-2. I think Jackson is hurt. Yeah, I think he is hurt as well. Out for a few weeks. Here's the 3-2. Cut on and fouled back. McFadden and Palmer chopping up Denver 59-14. Yeah. Carson Palmer on the Raiders. That was an interesting time. Yeah, I thought he would turn around the Raiders, but it's hard to do that. Here's the 3-2. That's outside for ball 4. Again, the Dodger fans really irate at the clear ball 4 that they think should have been a strike. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys are all still here, but, yeah, I definitely was pulling for the Reds. I'm sure you can tell with my calls, but, again, sometimes, yeah, maybe you can't. I don't know. But it is what it is. This is Sal Stewart. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Jason Campbell's, yeah, he was on the Raiders as well. There was also like Andrew. You guys had Andrew Walter for a little bit as well. You remember that? That was definitely a time for sure. Oh man, like Marcus Tuiapaso or something like that. Here's the pitch. That is outside, and it's 1-0. Yeah, the Raiders had some quarterbacks in the late 2000s, early 2010s for sure. Matt McGloin. Oh, man, Matt McGloin. Jeez, 1-0 count. Sheehan sets, rocks, and fires. That is low, and it's 2-0. Rhino does not watch baseball, Kenneth. Rhino is anti-baseball. Finds it boring. 2-0. Sheehan sets. Looks back at second. As he fires. That's going to be hit hard, but that is also foul. Remember, just picked the Dodgers. Well, I mean, I know you did. I mean, I picked the Dodgers to win too, but I mean, I was pulling for the Reds. I think most of us would probably assume the Dodgers would win, but you definitely want to go with the underdog. Unless you're a Dodgers fan, then obviously you wouldn't. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Cut on and fouled back. 2-2. Again, there's runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the eighth. Sal Stewart at the plate, and he's 1 for 3 in this one. Has both RBIs. The Jags had a QB like back in with Mark Brunell. It's been a while. 2-2. Sheehan looks back at second, kicks and deals. And Stewart hits this to right, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Pages going to throw it in. They're waving the runner home, and that is going to score Lux. The Reds getting a run here late, as there's still runners on first and second with nobody out. Yeah, Mark Brunell, David Garrard, Byron Leftwich, I would say, were the guys that were decent for the Jags. We even had Matt Leinart. Oh, really? You did? Oh, you did. Yeah. Was it Luke or Josh? Probably Josh. Luke McCann, I don't think was that great. Who's Joe? Joe Bro. Jason Campbell was complete garbage. So mad at the Redskins. Yeah, Redskins had him, and then he went to the Raiders. And then I think he was with the Browns and then the Seahawks. Just didn't work out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. Dodgers fans really upset with the calls, man. They are angry. Yep, Bruce Grodkowski. Yep, he went to the Steelers. Yep. Favorite Raider backup was Jim Plunkett. Yeah, he was a pretty good backup. As far as backups go, probably the best. Here's the 1-0. That's when he cut on and fouled down the left field line. Like Grodkowski, I don't collect cards, but I ended up picking his out of a free pile. Okay. I will assume it didn't cost you anything. That's what you're alluding to. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball high up out of the zone. He chased it. 1-2 to Ellie Dela Cruz. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Looks like Sheehan's going to ask for time. For some reason, I'm noticing that it's starting to squeak a little bit when I rock a little bit here. I don't know why. Now it's not. 1-2. Sheehan sets. Looks back, kicks and deals. Cut on, and once again, found back. Steve Burline. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jimmy Smith, yeah. Kennedy, or it was Keenan McCardell. And Mike Hollis, yeah, he was a really good kicker as well. Really good kicker. 1-2 count. Sheehan sets and fires. That is inside, almost hit him. Almost hit him there, 2-2. Come on, Ellie, do something to help the team walk. Base hit, home run would be nice. Almost got hit there. Would have given, of course, a free base to the Reds. 2-2, Sheehan. delivers. No, that ball gets away. And both runners will move up. And now we have runners on second and third with still nobody out. Feel bad for you. Must be almost midnight. It is almost midnight in Pittsburgh, but I live in Texas. But I've been up since 4 this morning, so yeah, no, I'm dead tired. I could not sleep well. Been having a lot of sleeping problems lately, but it is what it is. I'm not asking for anyone's pity, just letting you guys know. Yeah, Berlin does not smell like Berlin. Here's the 3-2. That is way outside. The free base was open, so I figure they're just going to be like, hey, go ahead. And maybe you're kind of seeing why Dave Roberts was trying to argue when the game was up 8-2, seeing his bullpen decisions come back to bite him in the butt yet again, as Vesia is going to be warming up in the bullpen. Prior, letting him know some things there. Roberts shaking his head. Let's see here. Let me catch up. All right, here is the pitch. That is going to be yanked to left. Hernandez makes the catch, and he's going to throw, and that is going to tag up Austin Hayes. So the Reds do score a run, but it's at the cost of an out. And that'll bring up Will Benson. Again, there's runners on first and second with 1 out. Had a friend come back from Michigan State. Connor Cook. Oh, yeah, no. But, yeah, that's another one. Connor Cook. Take a hit by pitch. Oh, yeah. Here is the pitch to Benson. Benson fouls this back. Well, never going to make his first start on the playoff team. Yeah, Connor Cook. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I was born there, Z. I don't live there anymore. I was born in Pennsylvania, though. Sleeping is among the hardest things. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I just can't sleep. Reds are going to come back in this game. And they could. Sheehan sets, rocks, and fires. Check this swing. That's in there for a called strike. 0-2. The Reds are going to come back to LA next. Yeah, they probably will. Jeez. Yeah, they will. I don't know when. 0-2 is the count. Sheehan looks back at second. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Benson fouls this back, so we'll see another. Reds have scored 2 runs this inning, making it a little interesting. Kind of what we saw a little last night. Dodgers way ahead, and then the Reds kind of, put some runs on the board to make it look a little bit better than it was. 0-2 count. Sheehan sets and fires. That is way inside. Did it hit him? It did not. Benson grabs his bat. That would have hit him there. I mean, hey. It's a 1-2 count. And Roberts is going to take Sheehan out. So this is interesting. So Roberts is out there to chat with Sheehan, bringing in the whole infield. He hasn't. Okay, he's giving the ball up. Okay, so we're going to see Vesia. And this is actually pretty interesting. So it's going to be a 1-2 count. Vesia's a lefty. Benson's a lefty. Dark tart cherry juice helps with one's sleep. Okay, well, hey, I'll have to look into that. I have cherry pomegranate juice here at the house. That's all I have right now as far as that's all I have. That's the closest thing, I think. Hey, go to a visit to the old Hat Man. I left my brain outside the door. Benadryl. Oh, it was Benadryl. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that's been in the news lately. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you like the play-by-play style that I offer, well, that's awesome. So definitely make sure to like and subscribe. I do baseball and football. And tomorrow, of course, be doing Cubs and the Padres. And if this game were to go into a Game 3, then I'll be covering this one. If not, I'll be covering the NFL, 49ers, and the Rams. So make sure to subscribe if you like sports. If you are a sports fan, definitely like and subscribe. This is risky by the Dodgers. Who knows if the next guy can throw a strike tonight or not. Yeah, it's interesting, but it is lefty on lefty. And I think it's actually going to benefit the Dodgers here because it's a 1-2 count to Benson. So Benson might not be able to feel this guy out. Might just throw it out. So Benson actually going to be benched here. So this is interesting. So it's not Benson. It's going to be Miguel Andujar pinch hitting on a 1-2 count. Oh, man. So Francona trying to get Andujar out there. Again, that's going to be interesting. A 1-2 count. First pitch for Vesia. First pitch, Andujar we'll see on the at-bat. Again, it's already been a few pitchers thrown here. Shea not happy, by the way. He just threw something on the ground. Vesia, though, is the pitcher. 3.02 ERA. Pretty good. Pretty solid reliever. Benson would have been hit there. I mean, I think I'd feel a lot better as a Reds fan. But right now, though, I still think it's trending to be in the Dodgers' favor here with this decision by Roberts. Andujar 0 for 4 with a walk yesterday. Vesia looks back at second. He sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Yeah, just threw it way up there. But again, it's just you got to protect. That's the problem. That's why I feel like it was just this was definitely going to benefit the batter here. I mean, it's just something, it's hard. You only have one pitch to work with, and you're just protecting. Yeah, I just couldn't get a feel for the game. It's going to show up on Andujar's stat sheet, but wrongfully so. This is Matt McClain. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs. It's 1-0. Is this legal? Odd situation? Oh yeah, it's legal. I do it all the time in the video game. 1-0 counts. I know it's not a good response, but that's how I know it's legal, because video games have the rules. Vesia will set on the 1-0. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. That is high, and it's 2-0, so it looks like Vesia can't locate the strike zone as of now. We'll see, though. I think he pitched last night, also had trouble. 2-0 counts. Vesia sets. Rocks and fires. That is outside, and it's 3-0. Three and 0 counts. TJ Friedl, I'd imagine, is on deck, but he is a lefty. So there is that. 3-0 count. Vesia sets. Having trouble here locating the strike zone. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike on the inside corner. Three and 1. Vesia sets. Rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 3-2 from 3-0 to 3-2. MLB freezes in head-to-head. I don't know if that's realistic. Yeah, that's fair. All the time in a video game. All the time. Actually, that's not true. I actually don't really do it much. I've done it before. 3-2 count. Vesia sets. Rocks and fires. That is way inside. Almost hits him. Ball 4. Vesia brings it back just to walk him anyway. And now, I can technically say this, that the game-tying run is coming to the plate. Did you think I'd say that at any point when it was 8-2? TJ Friedl, it's 1 for 3. Almost like those Pro Madden players. Okay. Anyway, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Friedl. I couldn't tell you how good Friedl is against lefties, But with the career with the bases loaded, he's 9 for 28. That's over a 300 batting average. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a check swing. Did he go? He did. Friedel doesn't like the call. Let's check it out. Man, that's a coin flip. Bad luck for Friedel. 0-2 count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Vesia sets. Rocks and fires. Outside. It's 1-2. I mean, the catcher clearly had to move. And yet the fans were still upset. Blows my mind how professional pitchers can't throw strikes loading potential. Yeah, it is pretty interesting, Mr. Green. I think you see a lot of that now. Pitchers just trying to throw it as hard as they can. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is low. And it's 2-2. Again, a game with quarterback Derrick Henry, 99 speed, 99 stiff arm. Yeah, that's just, it's not fair. Count is 2-2 to TJ Friedel. Vesia will set. And he fires. Friedel pops it up. And that will get out of play. And we'll do this again. Apparently Friedel was batting .243 against lefties. So not too bad considering how batting averages are now. That's like league average. So he's a league average hitter against lefty. That's not too bad. 2-2 count for TJ Friedel. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Vesia sets, kicks, and deals. Cut on and fouled back. And Friedel staying alive. Just hanging in there. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. Yep. Derrick Henry's pretty much prime Michael Vick. I mean, everyone should know that. Same player, pretty much. Once again, 2-2 to TJ Friedel. Vesia will set. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. Roberts, pretty happy. Once again, for the second time tonight, the Reds leave the bases loaded. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Dodgers lead 8-4 over the Reds. Dodgers need to keep the lead. Oh, yeah, I know. Robert's pretty happy. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I offer here, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. This is what I do. I call games, football and baseball. Another waste of base off. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. I try to read as many comments as possible, folks. That was big. Oh, yeah, it was. That may be the game. I don't know if the Reds have another run like that. I mean, that'd be pretty impressive if they do. Doing it for the Dodgers will be Muncy, Pages, and Hernandez. Reds don't look like they're going to extend this to 3 games. Yeah, I think they'll be the one team that gets swept. I'm done, RC. I am ready to go to bed. And yet I still have to gotta still do this prep for tomorrow with the show. Still a bum team. Yeah, I still gotta do the prep for tomorrow. I was hoping to relax a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna get to. Again, I've now been up for 20 hours. I've been up since 4 in the morning, and it's about 19 hours. The math is bad. I'm sorry, folks. 19 hours, as it's 11 where I am. It's got an email. Okay, I gotcha. Leaving runners in scoring position has been a problem for the Reds all season. Well, it's happening tonight. No way the Dodgers can play like this against the Cubs and Padres. It's a grounder to first. Apparently, I'm seeing the end of this now as he throws to first, round number 1. So thank you, ESPN, for not showing the game. Taking a little page out of the Pittsburgh Sportsnet where they come back and it's already 2 pitches into the at-bat. I'm like, okay, well, thanks. I didn't get to see that. Andy Pages coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3. And I agree, Raider. If the Dodgers play like this against the Phillies or the Brewers or, Cubs, Padres, they ain't going to win. Here's the pitch, because those teams will make you pay, as that's 1-0. Again, the Brewers can make anybody pay. You give the Brewers some base runners, and they will make you pay. I've not seen any team like that. Here's the 1-0. That is upstairs 2-0. Yeah, Rhino, I think, is built different. I'm not. At least they didn't roll over. Oh, yeah, they showed some fight. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. If you didn't take a nap, you'd be up since 5 also. Jeez. 1-2 as Burns kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him. Okay, well, never mind. Apparently that was a ball. Or maybe they had the thing up wrong there. I'm sorry, guys. 2-2 count. My bad. 2-2 count. I should have been keeping track myself rather than relying on the scoreboard. 2-2. Burns rocks and fires. Now there's the swing and a miss. He struck him out. 101 outside. Okay, gun to your head. 4 guys who scored touchdown this weekend. Ooh. Jonathan Taylor. Let me look at the games. Let me look at it. Give me this half inning, Nick. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. That's going to be outside, ball 1. It's been lacking. I saw they muted the crowd. Yeah, no, it's horrible. ESPN, they don't care about baseball. I don't even know why MLB's partnering with them. That's a ground ball to third. Stewart has it. Throws to first, round number 3. Okay. This is another. Yeah, they're going to have Fox and then TBS. All right, let me look at the schedule here. All right, Nick, what do we got? We got tomorrow. Okay, you said this weekend, actually. Okay, so Cleveland, Minnesota. No one's a sure bet in that one because the Browns have a good defense and the Browns are the Browns. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is a sure bet. Saints now. Give me George Pickens, man. He's been kind of... No, don't give me George Pickens. I think he's due to not have a good game. Sauce Gardner will be on him. Saquon Barkley, give me Saquon. That's 2. Give me A-Chain with Miami. That's 3. And give me Derrick Henry because they're going to be running the ball with Derrick a lot. Give me Derrick Henry, A-Chain, Barkley, and Jonathan Taylor, all running backs. Those are my 4 guys. You want a bonus? Give me random one, Jamison Williams for the Lions. All right, top of the 9th. This may be it for the Reds. This may be the final at-bats for the Reds this year. So, hey, we'll see how it goes. Roki Sasaki going to be pitching for the Dodgers. That is interesting. So he'll be tasked with closing things down. It won't be a save situation. I don't think. I could be wrong. It might be, but I don't think it is if it's 4 runs. But yeah. So Steer's going to be due up to begin the top of the 9th. Burns will be in the Rhodes rotation next year. Green, Lodolo, Abbott, Burns. Sounds not too bad. Yesterday, between all the wildcard games in the NBA and the afternoon and morning, pretty much up for like 19 hours. Geez, they're built different, man. I can't do that. This guy, Joseph, yeah, he's in Miami. All right, Sasaki. Yeah, that's it. One more inning. One more inning, potentially. Sasaki rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a call strike 101 on the inside corner. It's all good, man. All good. All right, Sasaki sets, kicks, and deals. Breaking ball that is inside. And it's 1-1. Sasaki sets, kicks, and deals. That's cut on and hit to right, and that's going foul. Yeah, Waller's doing pretty well, considering he retired at one point, you know. Steer again, 1 for 3 on the night. Sasaki sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, dropped, strike 3. He's going to have to throw it to first. There it is. There's out number 1 for the Reds. Breaking ball in the dirt. That'll bring up Gavin Lux, the former Dodger. It's called coffee. Munching on food. I feel like munching on food would make me tired. Gavin Lux, the former Dodger. Lux going to ask for time. Sasaki sets and fires. Swing and a miss, 100 below the knees. Strike 1. 0-1 to Gavin Lux, the former Dodger. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 100 on the inside corner. The Reds had their chances in this one. Interesting decision by Francona earlier. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-2. Take out Lodolo, saving him for Game 3, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know what in the world that was, but that really did blow the game open for the Dodgers. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, 89 on the splitter. Yamamoto loving it. And the Reds are down to their final out of the year. The Reds looking to join me on the couch. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Freeman. Rortvedt running over. Oh, and he can't make the catch. It's off his glove for a foul ball. Rortvedt had it. Unbelievable. Could have been game right there. Rortvedt. All three games are tomorrow. Hey, hats off, though, to Cincy again. Not expected to be here, but shoot. Good stuff by Cincy, man. Good stuff by Cincy. 0-1 count. Sasaki sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped off his knee, and it's 0-2 as the Reds are down to their final strike. Dodger fans are loud. They are waving their terrible towels pretty much. Again, everyone copies the Steelers. Get wrecked. 0-2 count. Sasaki will set. Rocks and fires. And Hayes hits this to short, and it's caught by Betts for out number 3. That is your ball game as the Dodgers are the first team to advance to the NLDS from the wild card round. The Reds are the first team eliminated. Dodgers winning 8-4. The Dodgers with 8 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors. The Reds with 4 runs, 6 hits, and an error. Once again, congratulations, though, to the Reds. Hey, that's a good season. I'm sure you guys weren't expecting that. I wasn't. I'm sure you guys weren't either. But I'll tell you what, that's not a bad team you guys have there. So, again, just build off it. Hopefully they get better. Hopefully those guys improve and you guys get some more bats for next year. So, yeah. And, of course, congratulations to the Dodgers fans. I know there's really not many here that tune in to non-Dodger streams. But it is what it is. I'll rip you guys another day. But, again, hopefully you like what you saw. And make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lee. That's what I do. I call games. And, of course, I'm going to be trying to cover as many National League games as I can. Sprinkle in a little bit of the AL as well. So that is what I do. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing Padres and the Cubs, and then the Rams and the Niners tomorrow. So again, if you're a baseball fan, football fan, you like what you heard tonight, or you like the style that I offer, which is more of the traditional radio style, make sure to like and subscribe. That's going to do it for me. You guys all have a great rest of your night. And I will see you guys tomorrow for, again, Padres and the Cubs. I'll make the streams tomorrow. I'm tired right now. So, yeah, you guys all take care. Again, thank you, Jay, for the $10. That is awesome. Let me go and read some of these comments real quick. I do apologize doing my little rant. I like those picks. Was feeling Waddle. I can see Waddle. Yeah. Franklin from Denver. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor, Kyrie Williams. That's fair. No, I mean, hey, you do what you got to do, what you want to do. I don't like the Dodgers, this guy. Longest losing streak continues. Oh, that's tough. Thank you, sweet Lord. Yeah, no, it was a win. Take care. Yes, I'll try to get some sleep just for a little bit, though. I got to be up in a few hours. And George, you're welcome again. Thank you very much. Back on September 1st, I thought they were out of it. Oh, yeah, no, again, you guys, the Reds fans should be very happy and very impressed with your team. See you for your Blue Jays. Yeah. Hey, and if not, again, I will see you when I see you, man. If it's next year, it's next year. But, hey, I appreciate you, man. You all take care. Again, Reds fans, if I don't see you till March, it's been real. But, again, I got you for some football if you like football. And, of course, if you're a Bengals fan, well, heck yeah, I'll see you Steelers-Bengals. So, yeah, you guys all have a great rest of your nights, and I will see you later. Y'all have a good one.